That shit was a battle, nigga. It is what it is. I know one thing. You was in my Airbnb. You came to my Airbnb eating out cold. First of all, there was 13 other niggas in that.
What it do? What it do? What it do? I hope y'all can hear me. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Damn. Yeah, let me know if y'all can hear me. We doing Car Chronicles today. I am nursing a hangover. Shout out to everyone. Well, I guess not. Y'all just looking. So y'all just looking. Y'all not gonna tell me if you can hear me or not, or I mean, what are we doing? Let's see. We're gonna wait for a minute. This weekend we have RBE's Brick by Brick. What it do? First, what it do, Daryl? Can you hear me okay? Shout out to the YouTube subscribers that always keep it real. Yes, cool. Okay. So yeah, let's talk about it as we see what it do. Yes, car blog wing. That would be the kid. Yes. We doing something different. I wanted to come outside. I'm always in the house in front of the camera. Shit, I want to come outside. It's nice outside. It's not it don't feel like Hades in this motherfucker. Well, outside today. So what it do, Yak? Oh, Dev 30. That's what we doing. That's your energy. Y'all, I got my computer on this end and I'm doing this from my phone because again, I don't know what the fuck is the deal inside the house. I tried to get that whole router thing. That was an epic fail. So we gonna try this. Oh shit, I think I just got something in my contact lens, y'all. I'm sorry. Ooh, that shit. If you wear contact lenses, oh my God, y'all know what that feels like. I don't know what that shit is. It just felt like something went just right in my contact. So I know y'all see my browser or my visor right now. I'm sorry. Okay. Oh no. Hold up. That wasn't it. Oh my God. Hold on, y'all. I just see. Now I will say, oh no, it's an eyelash, y'all. It's an eyelash. Hold on. Ooh, child. Yeah, if you wear contact lenses, you niggas know that shit will make you stop a whole fucking life. That shit will make you stop a whole life, and you gotta rethink your whole life. Yes, that shit was irking me. Yeah, I'm good, bro. What did you think? Yak the Ripper. Let's see. How about the body bag? Ooh, do y'all listen? Okay, all right. Why do y'all want to talk about that? I don't have the fellas up here. Let's do this. Let me get all my sayings that I have to say today. I was online with Danny last night, but I ended up, and I know I'm gonna be mad because somebody's gonna call my fucking phone and my ass is gonna end up frozen and end up having to get off this live. So let's get all the gettings out the way first, and then yeah. We can talk about it. I'm gonna put the link in the chat and y'all can come through and talk about that ass whooping because that was horrible. That was horrible just on some life shit. Just on where we are in life in 2021 and where we're living today and after Corona. God damn. Like niggas is looking like the Delta variant and motherfuckers is looking like I didn't need the motherfucking cure. I didn't need the vaccine. I'm all natural. Shout out to Styles. Shout out to Styles and the juice bar and shit. Like, you know what I mean? Niggas, man, listen. Okay, we'll get to that. Y'all wrong for that. Shout out to everyone who lost. RIP set. Y'all are horrible. Airplane mode. No, but then if I do airplane mode, it'll turn off the Wi-Fi. Well, I guess I could work on my 5G, but I don't want to do that. But anyway, we'll try that for another day. And then never mind. Anyway, so let's get into what we getting into. So yeah, this weekend, anybody in the Texas area, come out. Tickets are starting at $200 to, I believe, $300. I put that screenshot up on yesterday. So you can definitely still get tickets at the door. It is a 2-day event. We are collabing with Houston Barcode. Shout out to Houston Barcode. Ooh, let's turn some air on a little bit up in here too, because yeah, this hair too. Yeah, that's a whole different thing. Yeah, so this weekend, this is me and Lawrence's baby. This is my baby, y'all, my card. Now, I've always helped people put together cards, or gave, you know, people hit me up as far as battlers, or just battlers that I fuck with that aren't busy. You know, I know a card, I know this league owner or whatever. So I've always kind of done that anyway. Since I really just got acclimated into the culture, you feel me? So it's always been, this is nothing new. Like what I'm doing right now is nothing new. Y'all, I need them likes, and I need y'all to share this. I need y'all to share this for more than one reason, because what we're going to go into today, we're going to have a Q&A. I'm going to let y'all talk to me about whatever y'all want to talk to me about. Don't get crazy, because, you know, I will cuss you the fuck out for real. But I just want to just talk today. Like I said, this is Car Chronicle Q&A. That's what we're doing today. I know y'all saw the post that I made in several different places. Don't think that it was an attention post or a cry for attention or a cry for help. I don't do shit like that. It was what I was feeling, and it's still what I'm feeling. But I have to say that in talking to my team that cussed me the fuck out, y'all seen Danny beat me to death on Twitter, and talking to them after that, and talking to some very special people in my life, very special person in my life, you know, there were some things that I've always felt and known, but there were some things that he told me that, you know, he felt from his perception on when he sees that I've said different things. And, you know, I got a lot of anger with this culture, but I love it so much, so it's hard to leave. So that's kind of the crossroad. Turn my phone off for a little bit, because I got a little emotional. Because I love this culture. I really do. And I love what I'm doing right now. And everybody was like, the outcry of love that y'all gave me yesterday, it was just like, you know, this is why I do it. And this is, you know, that's one thing he told me. He was like, you love this culture too much to leave. Yeah, you're right. But at the same time, it's not my life. It's my hobby. And it hurts, because for a lot of people, I don't think we understand. And I see posts here and there. And sometimes I used to put those posts out there. What battle rap did for you, you know, and I think we're in such an era. Thank you, bro. I feel like we're in an era to where, and it's crazy because we too old for that. You know what I mean? Back when you were 10, 12, you were adolescents, you played hero. You played your superhero. You put your cape around your neck, and you flew around like Superman. Wonder Woman is still my character, as y'all see. I don't know if y'all ever paid attention to the overlay. It's the Wonder Woman colors. That's been my girl, Amazon, and that's a whole nother story. Everything that I am in battle rap is a reflection of who I am just in life, period. You know what I mean? My first name. This is why I'm Winged Truth. If you Google my first name, I mean, and y'all know some of y'all know my first name. Some of y'all don't call me my first name because I don't know you like that. But you know what I mean? But for the most part, my first name, if you look it up, it's the Winged One, Goddess of Truth. That's where Winged Truth comes from. So it's never, I don't do shit fake. I don't do shit fake, nothing. But again, Wonder Woman is still one of my favorite characters because of what she stood for, and she came from the land of Amazonian or Amazonian, whatever that whole story is. You know, comic books I ain't just into like that anymore, but that was a character when I was growing up, that I was always the tallest girl over all the other girls. You know what I mean? Where all these other girls were in elementary. I'm in elementary. I looked like I was in middle school. And I used to get teased because I wasn't, if y'all ever see my throwback pictures, I wasn't fat or anything like that. I was just tall. And I lifted weights because of, I was athletic. So I was always the biggest girl, you know what I mean? And at that time, that was sad to be a child running track, and they used to always have to make me weigh in, and they used to check my birth certificates and shit like that because they wanted to make sure that I was the age that I was running and competing in the heat that I was in. And, I know you have some girls that have the dark skin, light skin complex. I never had that. I had the real life judgment. I was being judged not by children. I'm being judged by adults that felt like, yeah, she's too tall. And they would heckle me. It was me and my friend Tiffany. And Tiffany was short, but she almost looked like she was almost built like a bulldog. You know how they used to call you quarter horses? Y'all know the term quarter horse back in the day? Motherfuckers like, oh, they goddamn, she a quarter horse. Yeah, shit like that. So think of that at being 12, 10, even 9 years old, and people saying shit about you like that. You know what I mean? So I say all that to say, I started off that way. But anyway, like I said, brick by brick this weekend, this is, I'm proud. I'm so proud. I was told that you putting posts out like that now, days before the event. Listen, I wear my heart on my sleeve and my emotions on my sleeve, and I'm a grown fucking person. And, it's just what it is. I don't do anything that I can't take back. I meant what I said, and I said what I said, and I said it at that point in time for a reason. And and it's not something that I wasn't feeling. I've been trying to leave for 2 years now, actually. But it's like when you leave a job, yeah, you put in your resignation, letter of resignation. And, I wasn't going to dip without people, giving people an explanation. Even though it was a small one, it was still an explanation. So at that point in time, yeah, and like I said, I still feel that way. There are certain things that I may still fall back from because I can't allow situations to steal my glory. You know what I mean? My shine, my happiness. Somebody told me, again, somebody very special in my life told me that battle rap is changing me, which I don't think battle rap is changing me at all. What I feel like battle rap has done is brought out the person that I was back in my 20s. That's what I feel like battle rap has done. It has tapped into that monster. And that was a nice person, but that was a person who stayed on go, who stayed apprehensive about everything, paranoid about everything. So I stayed angry all the time. Yeah, that is what, I don't feel like it changed me at all. I just feel like it took me back to that. And, there's been a few things that I've talked about over the years where I'll come on here and say things. And then sometimes I just feel like, they don't want to hear this shit. So I ain't even going to turn on this camera and talk to y'all. But you know what? I said, fuck it. That's what I'm going to do. So today, like I said, it's on the cusp of a very great weekend. And y'all gonna see some tears. I see the numbers fluctuating. Y'all want to hear this shit. Kick rocks, bend blocks, and watch the sidewalks, because this is what the fuck I'm gonna do today. And this show is being brought to you by Seagram's. Smeared off ice, green apple. Yesterday, me and Danny was watching that surgical maneuver called The Versus last night, and my ass was on Gallo green apple wine and 1800. And yeah, I just got my ass up about 3 o'clock Central. Yeah, my ass was gone. I was gone. Yeah, but anyway, like I said, I am a very humble person. I've never just been, this ain't stardom to me. Like I told you, I feel like it's a lot of ghetto celebrities. I feel like this is ghetto celebrity hood is what I feel like. Not to downplay anybody. I just have always been around for real stars in my life. So this is not something where I feel like, I'm sorry, and I always look behind me, y'all. That's just shit that I learned over the years. I'm sorry, I just see shit and I'll be looking behind me. But anyway, a lot of things that I do, and feel, and you know, my people know. So you're gonna see a lot of them in the comments talking about, yeah, I see Chris and Sick, and what it is, Miss NYC, Victor, you know, you haven't really been around me, but you know, like I said, most of the people know how I get down and the things that I do. Oh, Amazon, you coming to the crib? Hold it. But did I get a package? I'm sorry, Amazon. The Amazon truck is pulling up. I was about to say, boy, if you deliver some shit right in the middle of this, like, the mailman is late. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm nosy as shit. I be nosy as fuck. I'm sorry. Anyway, let me get this out the way. Brick by Brick this weekend, $20 tickets to $300 tickets, VIP available. Oh, we giving bottles too in that VIP, just to let y'all know. If you can come out, pop out. Again, shout out to Houston Barcode that is hosting us, and we collabing with, and hopefully, y'all, we need this to be such a success. Although it is the brand we need for this process to be great. And we need it to be great for so many different reasons, because again, this is what y'all asked for. This is y'all wanted RBE to start branding and cultivating the talent that's coming out of these 1SKs. Well, here you are, guys. You're welcome. You're welcome. There will not be a pay-per-view. These battles will just drop as the old days. Shut up. I ain't no pimp. I ain't never been a pimp in my life. I don't know what you're talking about. But anyway, yeah, so we need for y'all to oh, Jay, shut up. Anyway, my brother, shout out to the mustache. Where the 7 at? Anyway, shout out to Mustache. He just sent me a message as I'm doing this. We need this to be a success, y'all. It's going to be some great talent, and the reasons I actually put these guys match these guys with the what I consider vets. I consider a hot double a vet. I consider Heavy Have a vet. I even consider Snake Eyes a vet. I know y'all don't like Snake sometimes, but I consider him a vet. You know, I feel like everybody that the newer guys are going up against are established battle rappers that have been in this game, whether it's vet by tenure or whether it's them actually making moves within their career and kind of fell off, whatever. To me, they're all vets. So I definitely I put them together. I put these guys together with these up and comers because there were different attributes that each guy had or lacked that I felt that vet would be able to cultivate. You know what I mean? I felt like they kind of mirrored each other to a degree, or I needed that vet to be able to pull that out of them. So there's backstories that y'all got to go watch Lawrence. Lawrence will be with Chris Unbiased and Quincy today. Y'all got to go catch Chris's interview with Lawrence. Lawrence do not like to be in front of the camera, but he's going to do this one. And like I said, that was my vision. I look at battles, when I look at battles and battlers certain ways, this is where when I'm out and when y'all see me at events, and like I told y'all, I don't like when motherfuckers be talking behind me and different things. There's certain things that I'm looking at when I'm watching a battle. Like I see the battle, I vision the battle. It's so many different ways that I look at this shit. It's crazy. So this is the same way, the process that I use when I put these battles together. So like I said, I'm happy about this. I'm ecstatic. It may not show right now, but like I said, I got so much going on right now that, you know, I don't get real hyped because I get nervous. My ass ain't packed yet. I leave Friday morning at 5 in the morning. I ain't packed shit. y'all, but y'all know I'll be late packing. But yeah, this what are you talking about, Chris? That is not true. Don't be, look, everything ain't funny on here. That's why they mad at your ass now about that goddamn freestyle. Shut up. I'm just playing. But that ain't true. Don't be putting my business out there right now. People be watching shit. You know, we got 5-0 in goddamn battle rap. Yeah, like I said, I can be free. There's certain things that I don't like to talk about in front of my daughter. And she's downstairs, even though she be in her own little world, I be having to, you know, I can't be myself like I want to, because you know how kids supposed to stay in children's places. Mine, she's such an old soul and she be ear hustling. So, I mean, I don't feel like I'm talking about anything that she doesn't need to know, but they play a big part in my decisions as well, as I was saying. But anyway, let me get through this. So Houston Barcodes Code will be our battles will be on Friday, and then the main card will be on Saturday. So we basically, like I said, support. If y'all come out, make sure y'all come to both events. There are, see, I knew this shit was gonna happen. I knew this shit was gonna happen. Motherfuckers calling right now, and I just said I was on live. Get y'all asses off my live. Anyway, okay, yeah, I didn't freeze. I'm looking down at my computer to make sure I didn't freeze. Yeah, so I'm about to say the devil is a lie. I know you didn't call back. Rudeness. So yeah, like I said, it's definitely, the networking is definitely dope, and it's networking for hopefully a great cause. A lot of y'all been speculating. Continue to speculate. We love it. We love it. You know, ARPC everything, and not for nothing. Again, he listens. They listen. They see that this is y'all what y'all want. Let me ask y'all this: Jay Huggins, talk about it. What y'all think? Jay Huggins, let's talk about it. And I asked that for a reason, because he is probably watching as well. But I want to know. Let me put that in the conversation. Let me see. Tell me what y'all think about Jay Huggins. And you know what? When I went to, I know the name, but I forgot the person. Oh damn! I'm about to end the live. Jesus, no, that's not what I'm trying to do. Okay. This is why when you try to, okay, there we go. Jay Huggins. Let's talk about, do y'all know Jay Huggins? Do y'all know of Jay Huggins? Should he get a battle or not? Should he get, well, let me put it this way. I talked to him at Max Out. Shout out to Ant. That's one of RBE's partners. He inquired about battling. He has not battled for a very, very long time, but he wants to come back to battle rap. And you know, however, he sent me some footage. Of course, it's been a while, but what y'all think? When I asked one of the bros about him, he was like, hell yeah, Jay Huggins was fire. He wants to do a 1SK, and I want to know what y'all think about it. I'm thinking about doing it, but y'all tell me what y'all think. Definitely. He hasn't battled in so long. I think he said he recently had a battle, but he hasn't battled in so long that I feel like, shit, depending on, you know, I don't know. Me and Lawrence don't know if he'll do 1SK or if he'll go right to big brick by brick, because he's already, you know, established a little bit. But I want to know what y'all think, because I'm definitely considering giving him a shot. You talking about who again? Nigga, I just put his name up there. Jay Huggins. That's how it's spelled. Go Google him. Jay Huggins. I mean, oh, you know what, Bishop. Cut your bullshit, bro. Cut your bullshit. I mean, y'all are horrible creatures. I'm so serious. Y'all are horrible. I'm thinking about it. I definitely am thinking about giving him a shot. So he may, that may be something that we'll do. Y'all got to start paying attention to ARP's blogs because he did drop some jewels, as I said. 3 of them things will be dropped. Let me just put it that way. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you will see. Oh, y'all talking about what? You'll smoke him. Smoke who? Next 40 nitty. What does that mean? What does that mean, sick? Y'all are horrible. Leave young Next alone. Let that be. He is the new URL star that is being pushed forward. Did I spell his name wrong? Oh, God. Oh, Huggins. You said Huggins, the last name. Stop it. Yeah, he is the next. He's the up and coming star. Leave him alone. Let it do what it do. In the meantime, between time, Dev the Demon, Snake Eyes, Heavy Have, Delvo, Jay Breed. Jay Breed and Hot Double had a crazy face off with Caps on Instagram, and unfortunately, something happened where some other shit is going on with his Instagram, but unfortunately, that goddamn face off, we won't be able to see it. So they got some other shit planned for that. But anyway, oh God, you still saying Snake Eyes is about to 30 dead, huh? Damn it. What you say, Marcellus? Now here you go. What? Let who rap? I didn't say nothing bad about nobody. What you talking about? I didn't do nothing. I am not talking about nobody. Listen, I'm gonna let that man live, whatever the case may be. Black Money, don't come in here with your bullshit. Don't come in here. Oh. No, it's not off topic. We're gonna talk about that. I'm gonna put the link in the group in a little bit. Like I said, I got some shit to talk about, but I'm gonna put the link in the group. If y'all want to pull up and talk about it, y'all can talk about it. Yeah, Bishop, cut your bullshit because you and dusty busty ass dipsets. Yeah, all right, you go to the grave with them niggas if you need to, while Jimmy falling off stages and shit. Shout out to my nigga Chrissy. She the real one. I know she was pissed off about that shit. The fuck was you niggas on? Anyway, Jay, listen. Oh, well, he said, excuse me. He said his name is no longer Jay Breed. It's Breed. Address him properly. Yeah, Jay Breed is, it seems to be that he might be the standout for this. It's looking like, and I feel like that's why I gave him High Double. Like, that stood out for me. And before High Double said he would do it, I envisioned it. I was praying that my guy would do this for us. And not for nothing, High Double been battling. Like, he's not that far overdue. He's actually been battling. I believe he battled Chilla and Danny. If not this year and a half. So he's been consistent, more consistent than some of us think. He is just not a big internet person. So he's not online advertising and promoting the way that he should, but most definitely he been out here in the field. Lipset, yeah, yes, then, man, listen, with Jewels, boy, you know what, y'all stop. Just stop. We gonna get there. I hate y'all. Y'all getting me off track, but I appreciate it because, like I said, this is gonna be a bipolar ass live today, and I'm hoping I can get through it and I don't get interrupted by said phone. Yeah, listen. Freaky Zeke had a whole goddamn work. This nigga should take that clip of the entire couple of hours to few hours and market that shit as a whole workout. Like, break that shit up in segment and sell that shit as a workout. This nigga was in a whole cotton blend sweatsuit working it out, y'all. Like, I'm not even mad at him being the hype man, though. He really tried to energize them while their asses look like that. Y'all, you know, Cam, this is your fucking karma. Because you shouldn't have left Juju. That's all I'm going to say. You shouldn't have left Juju. That motherfucker was bad and she's educated. Bro, you shouldn't have left Juju. That's what you niggas with money get. When you niggas get stardom, you always, you know what, that's for another show. I'll be on the 7 podcast. We don't talk about that. Bishop, do we need to talk about how I smoked you the other day? Okay, but we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. I did not realize that, because I asked Danny, I said, where the fuck is Hell Real? Danny said that he was on stage, but I didn't see him. Come to find out, them niggas is, how the fuck you got them niggas in the, maybe they had, maybe had something to do with COVID restrictions or something like that. Maybe that's why they were in the crowd. That's the only thing I can think of, is that maybe due to COVID restrictions, something may have, maybe they didn't have their card. Because from my understanding, the tickets were cheap too. They was like $60. So you could go, but you had to have your COVID card. Maybe they didn't have a scammer to make them a COVID card. Maybe the COVID card was not valid. I don't know. But I'm mad that they had them niggas in the goddamn cheap seats. That's disrespectful. It's quite disrespectful. But anyway, Houston Barcode, Brick by Brick, Volume 1 this weekend. Make sure you are there if you are in the Houston, if you in Texas, my nigga, just pull up, support. That's all I'm gonna say. Y'all, we gonna have that conversation in a minute. I'm gonna let y'all, like, there are so many jokes and memes. Them niggas better have all their cellular, mobile, electronics. They better not be on goddamn Xboxes, PlayStations, nothing where you can get a message through. A message in a bottle right now would be the best way to get in touch with them niggas, because I would have everything off. I wouldn't want to see a tabloid. I wouldn't want to see nothing. Harlem, you niggas take this L. You motherfuckers better take this L and love it, Lux. Poor little tink tinks. I'ma stop though. I'ma stop. Yeah, it's a lot to break down. It's so many y'all be talking about, you know what? I'm gonna tell y'all something. The Locks made a lot of fucking money off this versus alone. The Locks, anything that you may have forgotten about, because Danny was like, man, I didn't forgot about this. I didn't know that. Man, oh my God, they went mixtape. Do y'all not realize that them niggas, y'all know, so y'all know me. The motherfuckers that know me for real know. When ideas come to my mind, that dollar sign hits just like that. And I'm sitting up here looking at this shit like, these niggas done made at least maybe close to maybe 3-4 million off of this versus alone, because anybody who forgot about certain music for them went and bought that shit. They went and downloaded that shit, dead ass. Any royalties that they may have gotten from collabs, man, listen, them niggas got a payday today. They won the war. Fuck the battle. Them niggas won the war. Do y'all feel me? Like, I'm sitting here like, oh my God. Look at this shit. And you niggas let them see, you know, they picked the criterias together. Like all of that. Cameron, you was that fucking arrogant to say, go ahead. We don't care if you do collabs. We don't care if you do a collab category. We're not going to do one like that. Because I don't give a fuck what you niggas should say. That motherfucking collab, that motherfucking remix of Bout It. Maybe for you East Coast niggas, that was a thing. No. What you should have did was have Master P come out on that fucking stage and perform that shit with you. That's what you should have did. However, when the Locks played I Get High, and then need a minute, and then they played the Loonies with it. Y'all, when they played I Get High and then added the Loonies, I had a tear. I had a fucking tear. And I don't even smoke weed. I had a tear of joy and happiness. The DJ, shout out to they fucking DJ, y'all. The DJ was so perfect and precise and the PPPs. And y'all, that's just one. But I'm just looking at when they did that, y'all. I was like, oh my God. Danny was like, yo, they ain't even played Money, Power, and Respect yet. I was like, bruh, them niggas they played the instrumental for 5 on it after that shit. I was like, listen, it got so dark. It got dark. Them niggas had 4 of them things. They had 4 of the, you know what, y'all, we off topic. I'm sorry. See what y'all did? See, I don't like you. Stop leaving the fuck alone. Let me finish. So anyway, Brick by Brick, Houston, we got a problem. It's about to be crazy. 2-day event. I'm going to be in my girly attire because I ain't got to work too much. Yeah, I ain't wearing no dresses. I'm just saying. I'm going to be cute, you know. Anyway. It's going to be fun. I can't wait. Y'all know I love to eat wherever I go. I gotta make sure I have my Abilene and my saran wrap. So I don't be having no poking out stomachs and shit, because I plan to eat, goddammit. Houston, we got a motherfucking problem. I heard about these big ass margaritas that they have. Y'all, I get there at 8 o'clock in the morning. At 10 o'clock, well, I plan on going over to the hotel because I heard we can do early check-in. By 11 o'clock, I'm over at the margarita bar. I need me a I saw this huge fucking margarita. Yes, I need that. The event don't start until 7, both nights. It starts at 7 p.m. So I have time to go to drink, eat me some wonderful Southern cuisine. I'm going to go over to the Galleria, and then I'm going to go to sleep until it's time to go. Because I ain't got to work for real. I just got to make sure them niggas I ain't got to work on Friday at all. I just got to show up and make sure because I'm actually looking for one of K's on Friday as well. Shout out to Saga and Cosmolar. I'm so sorry, Cos, that I don't know your full name. Listen, the Apple stuff is kicking in a little bit. You doing yes, we're doing both days. I'll be there both days. We're scouting on Friday, and on Saturday is the main event. But I know a lot of the guys as far as the Houston Barcodes roster. I know a lot of them. My guy, Asylum, he will be battling on day 1, and I kind of am mad. See, when it comes to 1SKs, it's certain people I would love to give a 1SK because I would like for them to display their talent on RBE. But the problem with that is sometimes when you put in so much work, I don't feel comfortable telling them, hey, yeah, do the 1SK. I don't feel like, in my opinion, I don't feel like 1SK is a P, fuck it. I don't feel like it's a PG. I don't feel like it's a prove yourself type of battle. I almost feel like it's a ground zero. King of the Dots PGs is a prove yourself. So I don't feel like it's one of those. I feel like it's more of a ground zero, because although it's for newer talent, it's some of that talent we do know. If you're watching battle rap universally, some of that talent you already know. But it's to give them that shot for those who don't know them. You understand? So for me, it's I look at it like that. It can go both ways. Sometimes, like I said, we had LL Cool G, who had actually already been very much established on different platforms and on his own, to where he said he would do it. He wanted to do it. And this wasn't even on a max out stage. But in order for him to kind of excel his brand, that's what he wanted to do. And I mean, look, Show Off is ready to battle him right now. Jay Murda is ready to battle Dev right now. So, this is it. It's more beneficial for so many different reasons, to where you have vets in the game or that don't mind taking you right now. A Ward is talking about doing a brick by brick, which I'm not gonna feed A Ward. I'm not gonna feed the guys A Ward. I'm afraid of that right now for some of them. But yeah, it's kind of like that. But in order to get you there, that's what you have to do. Let me say this too. For the guys that sent me the footage on the post that I made, I need y'all to not keep hitting me up. I think I said that the other day. Stop hitting me up. I see the footage. That post is not going anywhere. I did that for a couple of different reasons. Everything I do is strategic. Just know that. But I did that because guess what? If you can't make it on an RBE stage, you can make it somewhere, because everybody is always watching what everybody else is doing. They just don't say nothing, but they're always watching. So if I can do anything to help you while I'm watching, or while I'm trying to go through other tapes, understand it's first come, first serve. But a lot of y'all send me footage. So even though you felt like you may have sent me your best battle, I'm gonna go back and watch several other battles. So even though I did that, don't rush me, because I'm not being funny when I say it, but that's the worst thing you can do. Don't rush me. Put the footage there. RBE does not have a whole bunch of events throughout the year. That will change, maybe not. But when it comes to placing 1SKs, I know an event that we're having that we will only have one match for a 1SK, and then we'll have a brick by brick again, and then we'll have another event where we'll have more 1SKs. We still have to, the graduates from this last event, we still have to do an event where we can get them into the fold. So it's a lot going on. Please don't think that I'm ignoring you, because I'm not. I will reach out for sure. But I had Max Out and then Brick by Brick right behind each other, and I got another one coming right after that. So trust me, I'm going to get to you. I promise I am. Whether it's telling you yes or no, or hey, down the line, again, 1SKs are only on the main events, and there's only up to 6 people that we give spots to. So being that I'm just now seeing your footage, if you're new to me, I already have a list of people. So just know I will get there. I promise I will. Okay. So don't keep hitting me up. Hit me up with a, hey, don't forget about me. That's fine. But don't hit me up with another battle, because I got enough. Anyway, so let's get into it. Boogie might need a 1SK then. Boogie is on the fucking card. Shut up, punk. Friday, let me see. Friday really for, what is that? Will Major and Hustle. Oh, okay. So Twosome, you're gonna be there? Let me check these comments. Shut up, Savage. Oh my God, y'all are horrible. Y'all are. Boogie is doing a one-off on the card against Tubbs on the main card. Yeah, y'all are horrible. Y'all are absolutely horrible. Yeah, they spicy today. What the hell? Niggas is over here laughing at niggas because Dipset lost. Y'all niggas is horrible today, huh? Y'all the Lots fans, right? I already know. No, I'm not in the building, but Flatline. Yeah. Listen, and I'm so happy they are deep. Let me tell you something. It's several people that I need to talk to this weekend because even though I'm a native West Coast Bay Area person, I've been living in the South for a very long time. Y'all know this. And I love my South people, and I need to holler at some of these different people to get them on a brick by brick. So I'm gonna be busy. Trust, I am going to be busy talking to several people because I'm gonna get. People don't know how to tell me no. I've been told that I have the gift of gab, so people don't know how to tell me no. Joel's, you know what? Don't stop. Ooh, y'all are some. Get y'all motherfucking asses ready, cause y'all niggas gonna come up here talk y'all shit. I need my winners K week. Shut up. Anyway, so yeah, let's get into it. Q&A. Let's go. I may need to bring my brothers up here so you niggas won't be trying to get crazy with me. Hold on 1 minute. I'm going to put, hold on, because I can't do it on this side. Hold up. These comments are slower on here than it is on here. Or maybe I missed those. I don't know. Hold on. 1 minute, y'all. I'm about to put the link in the chat. All right. So I put the link in the chat if y'all want to pull up. And we'll get into that Dipset conversation. But again, brick by brick, this weekend, there is no pay-per-view. But if there is a pay-per-view or VOD after, I think that they may decide to do the VOD at the last minute is what I'm thinking. I think we will have a crew in there for that, but don't quote me. I think so. It more than likely won't be a pay-per-view. It will probably be it'll probably be a VOD. Anyway, so let's get into it. Like I said, oh, okay. I think I want to ask that too. Organic, I'm looking at my other phone. Organic asks, which battlers would you want to see on the S2 series tournament? Y'all go into, if you're not on Facebook already, go into the Talk Back King of the Dot group, or you can let me know and I will go ahead and let the other guys know. Yes, brick by brick, all day and day. Yeah. Oh, hold up. My bro showed up. Sid, get your ass up here.
What's going on?
What it do?
I trying to figure out when I'm gonna get my one SK. You know what I'm saying? You saying you scouting? I've been here trying to get mine this whole time.
Look, we got sunroof, bro. We got sunroof.
You know, I got. I spit hot fire. Yo. Yeah, you know, I'm out here. I got footage. I got footage.
I just bet your ass do.
Man.
Shitty footage. Mm-hmm.
Yo, how you doing today, man?
I'm okay. I'm all right.
Man.
I don't trying to.
I just love it.
Oh, your reception is not good.
I know.
You said you just riding around, and what happened?
No, I said I just left the gym.
Of course you did. Of course you did. How much you lift today?
Man, I don't go over 400. So like, no, I done cracked a few fat chicks, so I gotta be able to lift them up.
Jesus. Let's talk about this. Well, you know what? Hey, let's get into that later. The Car Chronicles. Let's talk about this Gibbs, because that's what y'all want to talk about any goddamn way.
Man. Yo, I watched the verses. That shit was first of all, this had should have won, but they had bad song selection. I don't know who picked their songs. I think they didn't take this shit serious, and
of course,
they Sue surfed it. They didn't have a third round
at all.
I'm disappointed.
Hold on.
I'm disappointed. Man.
I put lip sets.
What?
I said I put lip sets. I meant lip sets. No, I agree.
It was like there's so many songs they left on the table. Like it's like I don't know. These verses and they play into like the other people's hands instead of like sticking to what they should do. They play their game. Like Cam should be trying to rap with Jada. Cam should just be playing his hits. He didn't play What Means the World to You. He didn't play Horse and Carriage. He didn't play Crush on You. He wrote that. Cam had like big hits he didn't play. So.
And that's the problem. And that's the whole problem. Like I said, I truly feel like at the end of the day, that's what I said earlier, and that's what me and Shy was talking about. You niggas slept on the locks, but how, Sway? And like I was telling him earlier, when you do a versus, you approve the song selections. You approve not the song selections, but the categories that y'all want to go over. Did you not think about the fact that these niggas had fire, the shit that they used, that they was doing with other people and whatever? Even if you fucked up on your song selection, that should have helped you, in my opinion. That should have helped you figure out strategically what you were gonna do.
Yeah, see, they because the locks don't have like a strong catalog on their own, but they got like a lot of features. They got like big features. It's like these niggas got songs with Big, Hove, Nas, Mary. It's like you can't be letting these niggas be out here playing those songs. You should.
Yeah, but that was the problem. You niggas knew this though, so maybe they thought. Well, they couldn't have thought that what they chose. Well, maybe they could. I don't know. But how do you think that what you chose was going to beat them? That's my point. Now you motherfuckers ain't even in here talking shit. Now you niggas gone. Where y'all go? I changed it. I didn't put
that swagger alone. They
okay.
Swagged out.
What was with Jim getting the extra chain? Now don't get me wrong. That motherfucker was icy as shit. Woo. That motherfucker was icy. But what was that about? Is what I want to know. Man, why did you feel the need to go chain and?
Man, these niggas so they was stunting. Like the shit look retarded. I was like, who got the diamond tester in that motherfucker? Somebody need to bring a diamond tester out. Cause I said, I know all them chains ain't real in that building. Some of y'all niggas in that building have some fake chains.
You know.
You can't tell me look right. I look in the crowd. Everybody and their mama got like 20 chains on. I'm like, some of y'all niggas got that shit from the swap meet. You can't tell me that. You can't tell me that. They was out there. They was out there with Chris Petty. Somebody left them hanging. Yo, I was on the phone with that motherfucker. Yo, he said it. Look, right. I was on the phone with that motherfucker. Yesterday, I laughed him out.
You
I laughed that motherfucker out.
Oh my God.
Cook Chris Petty. I just had to do that one. But nah, that shit was a damn sure body. Them niggas, they messed the money up. They messed the money up. I don't know what made them think that it was gonna be that easy. But you see, if you just base it off their real catalogs, Dipset beats the Locks all day. But Dipset played the wrong songs. They're playing songs like nobody cared about. And then, like, when they start playing songs that people, like, by the time they start playing the good songs, everybody checked out.
Right. But you didn't even play, number one, you didn't play enough of the good songs, number one. Number two, when you did play the good songs, them motherfuckers had already lapped y'all with what they was playing. You know what I mean? I don't think that there was a time where the Locks slowed down. I saw no gap in the shit that they was saying. I mean, the shit that they was, like, I said saying because I guess because we're battle rap. We battle rap. So I'm looking at it, you know, when it becomes, well, that's what battle rap is. It's a lyrical competition. In this case, even though they weren't physically spitting towards each other, well, I could say that I guess you could call their gestures and shit talking, the ad-libs songs didn't make it all that. The hype man, Freaky Z, with the ad-libs from Jada and Styles, like, my nigga, come on. Plus, them niggas look clean and they looked ready and they look like little kids. They like Jada's whole presence defeated all.
But I'm telling you this though, I thought that shit was about to turn to NWX and Gun Titles Part 1, cause that shit started to get chippy. Like, yo, niggas were getting upset.
But you can't be mad when it was your fault. You did the shit. You feel me? You were the one. Y'all chose the song selections. I'm hearing that. I guess there was the rift or whatever. Cam and them wasn't feeling each other, or they not on good terms right now. The fuck that mean? Why would you go do a show if y'all don't have that shit together? I know B2K. What was that? Amarion and what's his name? The one that was sleeping with his wife, with Amarion's, with April. What was his name? What's the other member's name? The light skinned one. Razby. Was it? Is it? I know that they. Wait a minute, you breaking up? What you say?
I said it's one of them light skinned niggas. They all look the same to me.
I hate.
Shit. Man.
What you? Since they J Bug. No, this ain't wasn't no J Bug. No, I thought it was. Oh, your connection is horrible. Wait a minute, I can't hear you.
I'm out here in the trap. I'm out here in the trap. I'm in the hood.
So what you trying to say? The niggas in the hood ain't got good reception?
Fuck no, man. Wi-Fi.
They phone. You know what?
I'm just talking. I didn't put up. Look, I'm up here. The gas is always cheap in the hood too. I mean, always more expensive in the hood. This shit's crazy. That shit, man. I meant to go out there with them white folks get some gas. It's cheaper, but up here talking, I done filled up out here on this expensive ass gas. My shit take premium. Fuck.
I see how you looking around. Better look. Yo ass. You better look. Little Fizz. Yep, Little Fizz. That's who it is. Little Fizz. Yep, Little Fizz and yeah, Little Fizz and Omarion. They got, they had their with the April shit or whatever. But they still was able to do their tour. I think they canceled along the way somewhere, but you know what I mean? At least they talked about their differences together, try to be uniform. That's what them niggas like. Them niggas lacked uniformity. I mean, they just looked. It just looked sloppy. It looked like they seriously looked like old ass men trying to get. They look like Bobby Brown.
I'll tell you this though, man. I gotta commend Omarion. You fucked my baby mama. I ain't never doing nothing with you. You can't get no money with me.
Life. Listen, the bitch who was having an affair with my ex-husband in trying to be in my face. I ain't looking for no mo. But if I see her, I cannot promise that I won't go hang that bitch somewhere. It's just off principle. It's not about the man. It's just off of principle, bitch. That's the code. You look, y'all see, I got a little angry there. See, so I get you. I get exactly where you're coming from. There's just lines you don't cross, and not for nothing. That wasn't his baby mama. That was his baby mama and his wife. But Omarion told that nigga she was no good, and he fucked with it anyway. That's what you get, niggas with money. I told you, niggas with money. That's the shit y'all do.
Shit, she broke up Dr. Dre house too. Hey. She the reason why Dre getting divorced.
Wait, April?
Yeah. You ain't see that joint? She got subpoenaed. Yeah, Dre wife trying to get her subpoenaed. Cause they saying that Dre was cracking her. Listen.
April, I'm gonna get your life together. You don't know if you want a woman, if you want a man, you breaking up house happy homes.
Yo. I saw that cool on live. Yo. Man, shit, I ain't even mad at it. Yo, she got that mongoose and that thing. I understand.
Look, Vic, they shook, beat down, was abrasive, choke hold, suplexed, shit, Jimmy crack corn, and I don't care them niggas. That was horrible.
Man.
That was old. Jules got his got his bandana and threw on the ground. Okay, look, boy got his bandana threw on the ground and did nothing, not an absolute fucking thing.
That nigga got in
and look,
he was not fighting.
Sat there and looked at that. Yeah, April was sneaking around with that. Dr. Dre, you know what, my nigga, you too old to be playing midlife crisis shit. Did said DJ was puddle water. Listen. He needed to get how is the crew oodles of shit, but your DJ is even worse than that. The DJ is everything. The DJ is what were you niggas thinking?
They didn't look, I'm telling you this. They didn't prepare for this. They thought this shit was gonna be we're gonna play a few songs. And that's all they thought it was. They thought they were gonna come out there and play a few songs. It was gonna be sweet.
Well, they were sadly mistaken. Wasn't shit sweet about anything but them niggas' performance. Haymaker after haymaker after a motherfucking haymaker. Even down to the performance. Them niggas was performing like they've been on tour for years and nonstop. This was, we counted them out after the shit with Puffy and them. And them niggas still, them is survivors. Them niggas knew how to continue to keep their brands going. You know what I mean? They continue to press on individually. You feel me? And go and take the money that you have and put it into different things and get financial, really just try and maximize on life. You know what I mean? Right. And I don't know what Jimmy and them is doing. What Cameron selling dick hard pills.
Yo, that shit works. That shit works. It works.
You know
that pink book, that shit works. That shit work all night long.
No, you would know. It was a setup. How was it a setup?
First of all,
how is it a setup to some? How setup? The shit has a setup, and you knew.
First of all, you can't allow niggas to play songs with Big. That's a cheat code. Like when you got songs like certain people, that's just a cheat code.
It was a
Man, shoot, man, Dipset. It's like this, right? If for real, this versus should be like your catalog versus mine, not me featured on a bunch of tracks. Like it should be your real catalog, and if it ain't your real catalog, I don't rock with that shit, man.
Nah, that you cannot listen. That's not fair to say it should be your own catalog, because that's not what a versus is. Whatever you made money off of, that's yours. That is your body of work. That whether you collab with somebody, you feature, you did whatever you wrote, that is your body of work. It don't matter. So that's not fair. It's not, again, you may, if Dipset wanted to do because they made body noodles of music, all right, but you didn't even play the most fire shit that you had.
Well, look, right, the thing is, like, they play Benjamins, right? Nobody even cares about the Locks versus on Benjamins. It's all about Kim and Big. So it's like, it's like, come on, man. You don't listen to Benjamins waiting to hear Jada them. Everybody go to Kim verse. They're like, you want to rumble with the beat. Then they go wait for that beat to flip and Big to come on. You say, Big has, and that's it. That's all you want to listen to with Benjamins. Reservoir Dogs, man. The best version of Reservoir Dogs is Hov. Certain joints is like, yeah, they was on them. They was hot. They didn't even have the best version of the joint. Okay, Jada ain't had the best version of Bad from TV. That was Pun. I'm just saying, a lot of that shit be a cheat code, man.
It's still my body of work. But again, them niggas played their own shit and didn't even know shit.
Man, you ain't played the song in
They bodied themselves. They played their own shit and did their own shit. Oh shit. They played their shit and didn't even know their own shit.
They should have had some fan participation. No. See, if I did a versus, I would have had like stripping and all that shit, yo. That shit would have been fire. I wouldn't even rap. I just had drinks dancing. Like, I would have had a show. See, the thing is, the Locks had showmanship. Like, Jada put on a show. So it's like
they put on a show. That's right. If again, yeah, it's true. If you got an award for it, goddamn it, you play it. That's the way I look at it. I got an award for that shit because I was on it. I wrote it. I played it. Yeah, hell yeah. That's the way I look at
it. But see, the thing is, like, I told Danny ass yesterday because Danny's like, Dip said this. I said, Danny, the Locks gonna win. I told Danny the Locks was gonna win because I just knew. I said, look, them niggas got too many big features for them not to play. I said, they're going to play all them hit records like The Drink with Mariah and shit like that. I said, and I already knew how this shit was going to happen. I told Danny, she's like, what you mean? Dip said this. I said, look, shorty, I'm telling you, I'm never wrong. I ain't grow this beard by accident. I was growing a beard before the shit came back in style because I could see shit in the future. I said, yo, beard's about to come back. I'm going to grow mine. You know what I'm saying? I said, yo.
Yeah, Jimmy definitely should have left after that. Jimmy should have left after he fell off stage. That it was over. He should have. Hell yeah, it was over. But at the same time, I mean, what shit? You was gonna leave Cameron to fend for himself because all goddamn Jules did was walk the fucking stage the entire time, mostly. And then when it did come time for him to sing a song, he lip sang.
That nigga was drunk. You could tell he was drunk. Them niggas was intoxicated. This nigga's coming out there with a beach stick.
That was more than that was lean. That was Percocet. That was shit.
The shit wasn't good. I'll tell you that. Shit wasn't
the shit
good.
was not. Jada, Jada undefeated. Jada did that shit by himself.
He said, Jada, I kiss you now, you die later. Yo, Jada the nicest since niggas was watching movies on beta. Yo, Jada got some bars, yo.
Man, listen, that was ridiculous. I want Jada to battle.
Man, yo, Jada might start a fight if he battle, because that nigga, he was just bad aggressive with it. Shut the fuck up. Yo, Jada was wilding. I ain't never expected to see that kind of Jada. Jada was wilding on cam. I was like, yo. I said, yo, you can tell who was thorough and who wasn't. That's all
you could tell. You could tell. That was ugly. That was ugly. I mean,
they were sunning man.
Huh? You said what?
They was sunning them. They was like, they big boy them Bammers. And you expect Cam to be the one to talk to shit, because that's what Cam do. And he out shit talk Cam. He like, yo, Cam was like stuck. You can tell Cam was stuck. Yo, I was like, yo, they
he didn't know he didn't know what to do. That's a fact.
Yo, Cam left them niggas on stage a couple times. He's like, y'all got it. Man. But look,
that's sad. Okay, yeah, I mean, right. That's my shit. Like, hell yeah. But yeah, like, and then you niggas was balling. Y'all niggas wasn't even hyped. Like, I couldn't even get into the hype like I used to when they first did the song. Like, come on.
Yo,
that was my shit.
I still got this in my wallet. Yo, that was a great weekend.
You kept it as a song. Let me see, Atlanta. But I know they go to jail just to get their teeth. You know what? Just to get their teeth fixed. That touch jewels. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I thought he had some veneers. I thought he had got invested in veneers.
Yeah, he got veneers because his teeth got knocked out. Yeah, he had to get veneers. Yeah, yo, Joelle's girl though, I ain't gonna hold you. I seen Joelle's girl in person. Yo, she bad. Even though she went OD on that fake butt though, she used to be like real fine. And she went OD on the fake butt, and I was like, oh, now you're doing too much, mama.
I love Kim Bella, and yeah, she definitely. I don't know. Well, she went OD on the booty and the breasts.
I can do that. I like them hangers, so it's like I was okay with those. But I was like, man,
Kim Bella has always been. I mean, she's Latino, so she's gonna always be shapely. But you didn't have to do all that. You trying to compete with the niggas that your man is sleeping with. Or was sleeping with, allegedly.
Listen, I guess, hey, you gotta do what you gotta do, man. Yo, but I'm definitely looking forward to this weekend though. When they dropping the first battle from this weekend though?
I don't know. That I'm not sure of yet. How did it said let the lock shot? Oh, shout out Max B before they did.
Yo, because I got they guys getting 30. I'm just letting you know. His ass go back to Harlem with the rest of them niggas. He was the way they was feeling last night. That's how Snake Eyes gonna feel on Saturday. He's like, yo, Harlem ain't getting no wins this week. Harlem ain't getting no wins this week. I'm telling you, Snake Eyes going home just like fucking Cams and Jules and them niggas. They gonna be on 147 crying. You see that video with Lux ass? Lux was in that joint hurt. They won. Lux was in that joint heartbroken. Lux was heartbroken up in that motherfucker last night. I ain't never seen loaded Lux like that. That motherfucker damn near had a heart attack. I said They destroyed
Hey,
your whole fucking thing. I said Harlem
right?
Hospital giving beds out. They giving beds out at
Harlem
Harlem Hospital. Harlem Hospital giving beds out. Lux was in that drain. Hurt. Put the whole
Hell
crew
yeah.
on. Man.
That is absolutely hilarious. Harlem Hospital definitely was giving beds out. Jada was up there trying to fight. Listen, Jada was up there brawling than a motherfucker because he knew he was confident. He knew what time. Oh shit. Yeah.
Yo, Jada had them official Godspeed shorts. I'm doing some vicious, yo. Nigga don't even know. Like, yo, Jada had that drip on. I said, oh man, so I about to give me them Godspeed cargos was hard, yo. I said, yo, niggas don't be knowing. I said, yo, Jada was out there doing it. And this motherfucker.
Snake Eyes is battling Dev. That's the card for this weekend.
No, Snake Eyes getting smoked by Dev. We gotta say it right. He's getting smoked by Dev. Harlem Hospital giving beds out. Yo,
that's the card.
Yo, they're gonna ship him back in a Dipset casket back to New York from Houston. This is a wrap. It's a wrap.
You are a horrible person.
Yo, if Dev lose though, I'm going MIA for a week.
No, you ain't. No, you're not. No, you are. No, you're not.
I've been talking big shit, man. That's my man though. Dev my man, yo. So I'm hoping he win. But shoot.
The DMX was fired. Listen. Snake Eyes. Oh, for 30. Mailman said, shout out to Mailman, said Snake Eyes with the 30. 30 piece.
Man, Mailman was drinking some Hennessy just now, so I ain't even. I'm gonna let him keep that one. Like you a little drunk right now. I ain't gonna hold you. I understand. Listen, I'm kind of fucked up right now myself because I'm driving around and my fucking charger, my fucking car charger died, so my battery's on like 5%. I hope it can make it home for this motherfucking cut off. So if I just cut off in the middle of this live, just know my battery dead because I be playing this motherfucker in the gym. But, man.
Oh, so let's get into. Hold on 1 minute. Wayne, which was worse, Styles P getting kicked away or Jules?
Yo, I got the shit on my Twitter. That shit was hilarious. Cause I got it on Twitter song.
I want to say Jules.
Nah, I gotta go with the Styles P.
What you think? Kicked. I think Jules.
Nah, this Styles P getting kicked. Cause I had that shit on my Twitter where I said, you know, when a girl tell me she love me, check that. Get the fuck away and hear that shit. Man, I don't want to hear that shit. I gotta go with the Cam kicking the shit out of the Styles P. That shit look crazy. Man, yo.
I mean, Deb the title for almost fighting this year. Yeah. Ooh. We got the gloves off.
He gonna maintain his composure. I got Dev doing it though. I got him maintaining his composure. He know what's up. He know what the stigma they trying to give him. They trying to make him like the smoothie king from the West.
This is kind of why that's the pressure battle for me. It's the energy. I said that on Champion. It's the energy pressure battle for me because Dev is fired to me. And I mean, the point of the matter is that if you can't get the bars out, how the fuck is anybody supposed to be able to hear your product? You know what I mean? Him and Larry Bull had a really good battle, but again, he was kind of the underdog there because unfortunately, with a 1SK performance, it matters when you are in the building for both days. The networking, the camera work, the camera opportunities. Larry Bull was able to market himself in such a way that he became the fan favorite, and it wasn't even a big fan base there, but he really carried their battle. However, Mickey Faxon all said that they had battle of the night, so Dev has the potential of being able to keep his composure. This was one round, but now I need somebody to put that pressure on you so much so that he forces you to be the best that you can be.
But
So
yo,
you have at stake, but then so does Snake Eyes, because how do you lose to this man when
yo,
you've been working so hard to get to where you are? So, like I said, I was very strategic when I put these battles together. I wasn't playing at all.
yo,
Um,
wait, my shit about to die. I gotta go put this shit on charge. I'll get back up in here in a minute.
okay.
All right.
Fashion, if you don't leave me alone, I ain't buying nothing else. Let me see. Nah, Jules getting his bandana. Listen, that was the most disrespectful shit, bruh. Let me tell you. Yeah, I ain't really the kick. Okay, but that goddamn bet. Listen, that goddamn. That's the how you. Hey, y'all saw what I saw, and that was bad. Snake's been there, done that. Absolutely, he has. He is. He's the Mad Hatter. He's he's basically taken his kicks. He's been down, he's been out, he's been casted away, he's come back, he's been able to reinvent the wheel every time. He is what I call battle tested. Dev is on that fence as well. Not for nothing, I feel like Stewie Newton, where being from the Pacific Northwest and not necessarily the West Coast, that is mainly looked at as just Los Angeles, which is stupid as fuck to me. But hey, that's how most people hip hop culturally look at things. And I guess because I don't know why, because I can't really say Northern California, the Bay Area has not put California on the map as well. But I don't know, maybe because of the gangster persona for Los Angeles, most people look at California as a whole. The first place that resonates to them would be South Central, Los Angeles, whatever. So, I understand that. I say all that to say Dev's California fan base is really not as big as some would think. So he doesn't have he has the support. I won't say that he doesn't, but I feel like he doesn't have the backing that someone else would have. So he still has an uphill battle of his own. That's what they mirror each other a lot for me, and I feel like that builds a lot of character when you want this shit the way you should. Not to say that because I know that him and Geechee talk a lot, and Geechee really tries to make sure that these guys are on point. However, for me, from what I see personally, support wise, Dev is kind of on an island by himself, like Snake Eyes. So again, this comes down to how much you want it, in my opinion. So all Jules was smile. All Jules was smile, pick his bandana up. All he could do was smile, pick his bandana up, and put it back on. Gruesome. That shit is gruesome. Brick by Brick this weekend, $20 tickets on up to like I said, I believe $200-300 VIPs with a bottle. I repeat, with a bottle. Go make sure that you watch Jay Breed's interview with ARP. I think he did another interview too. What else? 2-day event. It's gonna be a special week. And like I said, when those battles do come out, I need y'all to support. I need y'all to share. I need y'all to make sure that y'all let these guys be honest about what you feel about their performances over this weekend and everything. Of course, you will know as soon as I know when the battles start to drop from there. This is a chance to snatch fans from Snake. True, very true. He needs to show up on 1,000, bro. Fuck 100, on 1,000. That's a fact. Definitely. I know Florida got a whole bunch of talent, men and women. There's a few different women that I am trying to get on 1SK for out there as well. That's gonna be dope. So let's get into, like I said, I'm at 125 right now. I didn't really want to make this live too long today. I surprisingly so, my battery life is a little low. Let's get into this Q&A. Yeah, so let's get into this card Q&A. Decisions. Like I said, I know that some of y'all saw my post from yesterday, and that was for a lot of different reasons. Let me just say that over the years, it's been a struggle in battle rap. But I'm the type of person, I like to get it from the mud. I'm not satisfied if I can't get it from the mud. At the end of the day, if it doesn't mean anything to me if it's not earned. I was not raised with everything's given to me, even though I come from a middle class homes, upper middle class. They didn't give us shit. We worked for everything as kids. You know what I mean? Hell, it was like, okay, you had it. My mother used to say, hey, my job is not to give you. My job is to provide your needs, not your wants. Not that, they kept locked us in closets and didn't give, but you worked. You definitely worked for everything, for shit that you had, allowances, different things. But my dad was military. My mother was a Black Panther. Their structure and the way that they looked at life, of course, all of those things they instilled in us. We come from a really, really old-fashioned, I won't say old-fashioned. I mean, they sheltered us from things, or at least tried to, but for the most part, it wasn't we enjoyed life as kids, but leadership, they instilled a lot of leadership into us. So that kind of is why I am the person that I am today. And usually when I talk about things like this, it's because a lot of that has to do with how I deal with things in life, how I deal with things in battle rap. And like I was telling y'all, I really don't look at battle rap no different than my regular life and how I deal with things. So that post that was made yesterday, like I was telling y'all earlier, that post was not an attention post. It was not a post to it wasn't a fake post. It was definitely how I feel and how I felt then. Like I said, decisions. It was a lot of shit that I am still deciding right now. Other than the continuing on with Brick by Brick, of course, or with RBE, I definitely will continue to work with them. But as far as everything else, for me, it's still up in the air. There's some things that I will need to be thinking about this weekend. And like I said earlier, for those who are just now coming in, earlier I was talking about how I have felt about battle rap. And I know a lot of people have been giving me different feelings that they have. Battle rap has changed. Battle rap, you have so many different people wanting to, like I've said, I think I've said about how battle rap has become so gangster. You know what I mean? You got so many people running around here trying to play parts that they are not in real life. And for me, sometimes I don't know how to receive that. Battle rap, for a lot of people, I've always seen posts, like I was saying earlier, I always see posts where people was like, battle rap saved me from this, or battle rap saved me from that. The reason why I'm here, or the reason why I rap, is because I went through the things. I know a girl that I was trying to get for a 1SK, and some shit. I hate that the politics that motherfuckers put on people basically prevented her from being able to take the 1SK. Whereas she had not signed contracts, she had not did a lot of different things, but I almost feel like I feel like she kind of, her spirit was a little was a little tested, because the reason she even got into battle rap was because she lost her husband and her son in a course of a year. Prior to that, her son, her husband, and I don't really want to put her business out there like that, but that touched me when she told me about this, and the reason why she even picked up a pen to start writing. And then somebody that she knew told her, hey, you should start battling, and that's what she started to do. But it's a reason why I'm bringing that up. But yeah, she lost both her husband and her son in a year. Prior to that, the husband had tried to commit suicide, shot himself in the head, but he ended up living. And that next year he died. So she had already went through like a 2-year struggle with him already, and then lost both of them in that same year. I don't think that people really understand what people go through in life and the reasons why things bring them to the places that they are in their lives. You know what I mean? I don't know why battle rap becomes such a parallel universe, as Danny Myers would say, whereas people don't know how to be real people. I know we all have personas, but people don't know how to live their truth. They would prefer that this is an internet world. I'm going to live this rock star life and I'm going to play this role, opposed to using their platforms and guiding people. You know what I mean? So for me, coming into battle rap, I've always been this person, but like I said, when I speak about my parents, a lot of what I do comes from the teachings from my parents. My father always said, what is your legacy going to be in life? My legacy in life, I look at them, and when they both passed away, I looked at their funerals. My mother's were both in different churches, but the services, these were in 2-story churches and standing room only. My mother gave up what was a big deal with a 6-7-figure job to teach children. After I graduated high school, she left that job, I went to school, but she left California, moved to Seattle, and she taught middle school and night school for seniors, for English and math. That's what she did. Of course, that's not really my life, that or something I would want to do, but along those lines, definitely. For me, purpose. When my mother died, my brother was murdered, and then my dad passed away after that. I lost my parents and my brother in a course of 9 years. My mom was the first to die. My brother was murdered, and over that course of time, it took them 4 years to actually bring the boy to justice. And within that 4 years' time, my father died that year prior to them actually extraditing him back from New Orleans to Seattle to stand trial for his murder. There are things that, like I said, people don't understand when people go through. A lot of my team, my battle rap, I don't call them battle rap family, but I will, title them that, so that you understand. But my battle rap family, they're like my extended family. Blood wouldn't make us any closer. These are people who have been with me for 10 years, people who have been with me for 2 years. Danny is our newest person, but it's like I've known her all my life. You know what I mean? Because she's that type of person. But we are very close knit. And these are things that they all know about me. But for those who are just now kind of coming in, this is a card Q&A. And we're just addressing my post right now. Because I do feel like it should be addressed. And I feel like people do need to understand I do owe you that explanation if I choose to continue doing other things outside of the RBE situation. I've been trying to leave battle rap for a couple of years now, but it's always something that pulls me back. Y'all pull me back. The support, the love that y'all give, but it's like, it's hard being around such fake ass people. It's hard being around such messy ass bitches. I don't live my life like that. I've never lived my life like that, and I keep hearing from people very close to me how battle rap is changing me. And it's like, nah, battle rap ain't changing me. It's bringing me back to what I was when I was losing my family. When I lost my mother, when I lost my family altogether, in that 9 years, I'm telling y'all, I have a block right now. So sometimes when I have to repeat myself or when I pause, sometimes it's because sometimes my words have to catch up with what I'm saying, but sometimes it's just because I have a lapse in memory sometimes. But I'm being told, I started to go to a therapist. I was being told that has to do with how I process information now. And has to do with the trauma from that time. Like, I don't even remember that span of 10 years when that happened. There's a lot of shit that I don't remember. And I'm just being told that ain't, we were thinking about doing hypnosis, but my aunt was like, no, don't do hypnosis because you may not be ready for, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. When you lose family members, that shit never gets easy. It's not easy. It's not something that you forget. It's not something that you get over. You know what I mean? It's not something, you have good days and bad days. Let me just put it like that. But all of that baggage lives with me. And I use battle rap. Battle rap for me really saved my life, bro. It saved my life because I was wilding back then. I hated people. I hated people who had family. I hated people who had mothers, fathers. I hated people who had siblings. You know what I mean? For a suburban girl to you never think that you're gonna lose your entire family like that. And 9 years, it seems like a long time, but bro, death every 3 years, the mental state that you go through is different. That shit is wild. And I never grieved. I couldn't, because I had too much that I had to be there for my dad, because my dad, when my mom, y'all listen, when my mother died, my mother's dying words to me at that time was to leave my husband because he was a cheater. That was my oldest daughter's father. I was not supposed to marry that man. I married him because I did not want to have my daughter out of wedlock. Those are my morals and values. You know what I mean? And I'm not afraid to speak about the woman that I am. I've been that since I was young. You understand? So it's like, my mother was a spiritual woman. My mother and father married before they had children. There was things, you know what I mean? I had that blueprint and I didn't want to disturb that. Although my parents was like, you ain't got to marry this nigga. Like my dad, my dad, if y'all could, this is why I wish that my parents were still here, because I'm such a reflection of them that people don't understand me a lot of times. But my dad raised a girl, but my dad raised me to be a protector. My dad, he didn't have two sons to say, hey, you're your brother's keeper. You're the oldest, you're your brother's keeper. So the way that I do things in life, in battle rap, it's looked at, when I address niggas for the way that they act towards me, I get looked at as, oh, she thinks she's a man. She thinks that she talked to niggas this way. Listen, when I make jokes about my daddy been slapping up young niggas since 92. My dad didn't care how old you were. You don't disrespect the women. You don't disrespect my son. You don't disrespect the people in my family. I will fuck you up. And then go get your mama, your daddy. You know, he didn't hit women, but you go get the grown folks and we'll handle that. I'm that person. I am that person. I don't know how to be anything else. And in battle rap, a lot of that shit is tested. A lot of, you know, people fail to realize that it's like they look at this life as pretend. So when they say things or do things, they don't look at the cautionary tale of, my mother always told us, know your surroundings and know who you're dealing with, because you never know what that person is dealing with in life. You say some wild shit to somebody may blow your motherfucking head off because they was having a bad day. We look at the news and we see people who we say go postal, or, oh, you dealing with post-traumatic stress. Do y'all realize that PTSD does not come from just people overseas? It comes from what you go through. I feel like I'm a victim of that as well, because that trauma in my life, I had to deal with that at such a young age, and I had to continue to deal with it. I mean, I never once would have thought that I still see my brother. My father could not do the preparation for either my mom or my brother. My brother and my father argued a week before he was murdered. And 2 days before my brother was murdered, they had made amends. And then he was killed, like I said, I think it was like 2 days later. The burden that he had to, because of the words that were spoken that day, we were all on the phone. The words that were spoken that day, you know, before that, it was serious. Like, it was really serious. My mother and father were the epitome for me of what co-parenting was. Like, we know we use that word now. But my parents co-parented for years. My mother and father divorced when I was 10 years old, and he didn't leave the house until I was 15. And we never saw lack of love between them, because they didn't divorce because he didn't love her, but for whatever reasons they couldn't be together. But my father said, I gave this one woman my last name. That's the only woman in life that will ever have my last name. My father never remarried, and neither did my mother. He said that was the only wife till death that he will ever have, and that's what he did. My father made sure my mother was a kept woman, even though she had her own. My father had to open up a fucking bank account because my mother would not take anything from him after they divorced, other than the fact that, hey, you take care of your kids, which that was never a problem. But my dad worked nights, she worked days while we lived in the house. So I was a nosy ass kid. So I had already knew about the divorce, but I just have to give y'all a history of my life, because I don't change. I don't know how to be anything than what I am. And it's coming into this culture, you have a lot of people who try to use and manipulate. And I see that. And I roll with the punches, and I keep my poker face on. And I don't mind if I don't like you. This is a job for me. Some people just, you know that I don't like, but others, you're non-factors to me because you don't do anything to cultivate my life. And I use cultivate a lot because this is what this really is about. You don't do anything to shake my world. You don't play that big of a part in my life. So I can look past things for the bigger objective and, you know, basically rub shoulders with those. I can speak or not speak, but I can pass you by and act like it was just nothing. I do that in my real life. You know what I mean? I'm not going to say that I've dealt with everything in life that there is to deal with, but I've dealt with a lot that I've been battle tested in life. You feel me? So battle rap is nothing to me. However, there was a lot of things that I had to do in order to keep my fucking sanity. And it's hard. You know what I mean? Like, to sit here, I know people have done it, but I'm talking about me. You know what I mean? That may be something for nothing for somebody else, but I'm talking about me. For me to have to go into a morgue and identify my brother on a metal slab. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry. That shit was hard, yo. That was so hard to have to look through a glass, a plastic window, whatever that shit was, plexiglass, whatever, and see my brother laid out on a slab and he's gone. I lived in San Diego at the time and he was living in Seattle. I asked him to come live with me. I asked him to move with me, but he had just had a son. My daughter and his son are 3 years apart, or 3 months apart. I'm sorry. But I asked him to come move with me, but I can understand why he didn't want to. But he was going through so much. He was the baby and he was a mama's boy. So, you know, of course, I knew he wouldn't leave his son, of course. But that was hard. Prior to that, like I said, my mother's last dying words was to leave my husband because of just some of the shit that I had went through with him. And she was like, baby, no matter what, I don't care. We're at the airport. We're at the SeaTac airport sitting outside the car. I have my baby, my oldest daughter in my arms, and we're talking. And there's just things, she's giving me rules to what she wants me to do in life. And y'all, you know, I don't know if y'all have ever had that loved one that they're here today, gone tomorrow, but they told you something and you was like, why are they telling me this? This shit is crazy. Why are they talking to me like this? And then you realize that that was their dying wish for you. Those were the last instructions for you. I was going back to the Bay Area to bury my favorite uncle, which was my dad's oldest brother. And 10 o'clock that night, I got a phone call from the hospital that my mother had passed away. They couldn't tell anybody else. They could not find my brother that day. And that night, after I left her, 6, 7, more about 10 hours later, my mother was gone. I looked her in her face. She looked fine. She looked fine. She looked fine. She didn't look like there was anything wrong with her, but that was the way she always was. She always kept that smile, her poker face, like nothing was ever wrong, but she would have the weight of the world of everybody else's problems on her shoulders. I am truly, when I say, my mother's child. And the people who took her for granted and tried to use her kindness for weakness and different shit like that, like all of those things, just, you know, it was nothing that my mother wouldn't do. My mother's mother died when she was 13 years old. It was 13 of them. She was the middle child of the youngest, I think 5 or 6. But the way that they were raised, they're all from the South. So they were raised with, it took a village to raise a child. And those are the things that were instilled in us. So I say a lot of this to say, I never strive far from my teachings in life. That's what got me through. Is what did my parents expect of me to be in this lifetime? You know, my mother and father always told me, because I ain't even gonna front, I was a child that was curious about life. I was blessed to have such a great life. You know what I mean? People talk about how bougie or how better than. I never think that I'm better than anybody. I've been blessed to do what a lot of rich kids ain't did. My father worked for United Airlines, so it ain't too many places that I ain't been here in the States and overseas. You did book reports. We went to that place and I did book reports from there. I love culture. I love how other people live. I love seeing things. I love traveling. I've been traveling since I was in the goddamn womb. That's such a blessing to me. And that's something that I wanted to give to my kids, to pass down to my children, so that they understand what life is. You know what I mean? So that they understand how other people live. So there's so many different things that come from life experiences that you're supposed to use to cultivate who the person that you become. And so when I talk a certain way, or when I talk about certain things, it's because I've seen it. You know what I mean? And I understand. I've learned to understand that everybody doesn't do that, because they ain't been outside past the mailbox, past the porch, or off the porch past the mailbox. I am sorry for that, but I can't. That doesn't change the person that I am. And because I have these things, it's our blessings that we're supposed to teach other people the things that they may not know. That's what we're supposed to do. So going through my journey after that, like I said, I was reckless, y'all. I was so fucking reckless. I really, really was. And I had to isolate myself, because I knew that I was hurting family and friends that were close to us, because I didn't know how to deal with my pain. When my dad died, again, he was the last to pass away. It was a year before he passed away. He had a stroke, and he no longer had the ability to use his left side. So he was in the hospital for a while. And then, you know, a lot of things, life for me just was different. I'm not saying that it may not have been that my life is any different than anybody else who has gone through things, but for me, as the person that I am, we were raised with certain family members that it was like a divide in one side of my family. And I'm not really going to get into that, because I have family members that may be watching this live right now that have something to do with this, and I don't want to offend anybody. But that's my life, you know, and my upbringing, and the things that I went through, and the things that I found out after the death of my father. One of the things being is how my father really died, you know. So it's, you know, and I'm just finding that out about 2 or 3 years ago. But I still try to press on. I still try to be the person that I am. Like I said, coming into battle rap really saved my life, because it gave me battle rap. For a lot of people who have gone through different things, it gives you that outlet to leave all of your troubles behind, and you can really tap into something else. The aggression that you feel, you can release through their lyrical blessings that they bestow on us. And I call them lyrical blessings because you can feel their energy, and no matter what you're feeling, whatever frustrations you have or hurts you're feeling, like, you can get engulfed in that, and it helps so much. I don't know if that's for anybody else, but that's the way it is for me. And just, my mother was an English major, so we grew up, my mother, you know, did not play broken English. The way I talk now, that woman would probably pop my ass. I'll be feeling them licks sometimes, but she would kill me. But anyway, I say all that to say there's a lot of things that have happened in this culture involving myself and dealings with others. you know, after me and Caps parted ways as far as AFM, that I set out on this journey to kind of do my own thing. I never really looked to be that it person in this shit. And I know y'all probably hear the praying mantis right now, but okay. I didn't, again, it was therapy for me. It was therapy for me. It allowed me to stay plugged into, you know, to stay plugged into the culture and let my voice be heard, because of the purpose of the Angry Fan movement that we built was to be the voice for the people. You know what I mean? And that never changed for me. That's really why I even agreed to be a part of that, because Cap to tell you, I fought him tooth and nail. I didn't want to be in a Facebook group. I didn't want to have nothing to do with that shit, because I saw how aggressive people were. And even back then, I was just like, yeah, nah, I ain't with it, because I'm going to fuck around and I'm going to cuss somebody ass out, because I see how these folks talk and I ain't with that shit. So, oh shit. Well, how the hell? Sorry, y'all. I just noticed something. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Okay, anyway. Yeah, so when I left, a lot of people wanted me to come on board with them. And I used to, you know, even then, you know, I knew what I was signing up for as far as AFM, and he was so hated in battle rap for just his opinions and how he came at people. And I was okay with that, because again, that man is a true fucking fan of this culture. You know what I mean? So it's you know, his approach to things and how he is, but he's entertaining. You feel me? And niggas was very sensitive about certain shit, but I didn't really care about that. The movement was so pure, and the purpose was there. That's what I was about in this culture. It was so many little bullshit ass things that was happening with the battle rappers and whatever. I was like, hey, it is our duty to do this, to do that, whatever. So going forward, a lot of people did came trying to offer things, but I knew the only reason why y'all was really offering anything was because you was trying to get back at that man. So I didn't really like the false bullshit. Oh, Wayne, you was this and you was that. You know, you ain't gotta come over here trying to, like, I don't like that. Like, that's some shit that I can see from a mile away. Don't come bullshitting me. And a lot of that happened. And people got mad. Certain people got mad. So a lot of people just decided to try to blackball, or I won't say blackball. I will say try to keep me from a lot of different things. A lot like him. You know, they didn't really want me to break out and to be able to do certain things, because that would allow me to, you know, this power, I guess. I don't know. But a lot of that shit was happening. A lot of shit had been put on my name, you know, and I was a little afraid of putting myself out here and doing a little bit too much, because again, just based off of my life and the struggles that I was already going through, I didn't want to have to really take shit personally and start lashing out in that fashion. So I fell back. I stagnated myself is what I did. And, you know, I always rubbed shoulders with other people that was doing different things, and battlers that, you know, I was cool with, that I wanted to, you know, help do different things. And then I decided to manage female battlers, which I did not want to do. My team wanted me to do that, and there's certain things that happen there, and, you know, whatever. And I'm skipping around with a lot of different shit, but I'm just trying to touch bases on different reasons as to why I am at these different decisions that I'm having to make now. it's not really about reality meeting reality, because like I said in the beginning, for those who are just now coming in, for me, reality is no different. Battle rap is reality to me. Motherfuckers, you're not mystical creatures in battle rap, which means that we bleed the same. We put pants on one leg at a time. We are all of, matter. So there's no fantasy between life that we live every day when we turn off these cameras and how we conduct ourselves during business hours in battle rap. There's no difference to me. And I say all that to say how you treat people here and how you treat people outside should be no different. But that's not the way things are, I guess. I see. But it doesn't change for me. So there's been, since me, the more I level up to do certain things, the more people talk, and I understand that. But like I said, I do so many great things just because I don't do them looking for accolades. And a lot of shit is behind the scenes. Before I started working with RBE, a lot of shit is behind the scenes. I don't look for no accolades for that shit. As I tell any battler who I've ever put in any position to make some money, to get a battle, to do whatever, I've told him the best reward is for you to succeed. That's the thank you, in my opinion. And that's the best thing that you can do. If you shout me out, that's cool. If you don't, I ain't fucked up about it. But I can say, look, you did a good job, because I know you're going to come back and we're going to talk about it, whatever. I've never needed those accolades, but my works have been all over this motherfucker. You know what I mean? It's just, so a lot of people do say, you don't get enough credit for the work that you do, for the shit that you've done. When people start talking about, oh, who's the top females in battle rap, you never get mentioned. I don't look at that. I don't really care. I don't know that I want to get mentioned. And like I said, this is why, I'm not a perfect person by any means, but I can tell you, in battle rap, if you've come across me, you don't have any bad dealings. And if you did, you fucked up. I'm a humble motherfucker, but I'm gonna be honest. You fucked up. And anybody who tries to refute that can always come on this show, or they can hit me up and we can come right here and you can tell me where I fucked up. And I guarantee you can't. Because I believe in karma. And I believe in anything that you do to somebody, that shit is going to come back on your ass. Best believe that shit is going to come back tenfold. And this is why a lot of times when you see certain things that I say out of emotion, or certain things that I do out of emotion, it's a cautionary tale. It's not, you may see me say, oh, we outside and, this, that, and the other. I made a post recently, and that didn't have to do with anything having to do with Stack Almighty and, how he got upset and was kind of emotional after the judging, but it was a reality check too. Because what happened after that was one of my people, Savage, actually didn't say anything to me. Him and Danny was about to be on his heels because of the threat that was made during that interview. And I always say to people when I get into it with somebody or whatever, it's always these phone call apologies. It's always motherfuckers behind the scenes where you're blatantly lying or disrespecting me in public. I may not hear about it, or I may hear about it, or I may be right there arguing back and forth with you. I could be minding my fucking business, and a motherfucker will say something and I'll hear about it, and automatically, instantly, I'm enraged because I'm like, why are you speaking on me and I'm not doing shit? I'm not talking about you niggas. Why are you talking about me? Anybody that knows when I go to events, y'all motherfuckers see my ass. I am not in the places that y'all in. I take my ass to my room, get on the phone with my daughter, make sure she's good, make sure the other one is good. And I'm watching motherfucking cable TV, may rent me some movies or whatever the fuck I'm doing, or on the computer. I'm getting ready for my trip to go back home because I don't miss no motherfucking money. I tell you all the time is money for me, because it is. I work permanent weekends. I work from home, but I work permanent weekends. So my days for the past 11 years that I've worked with United Healthcare, I've worked Friday to, well, I'm on 10. So I work Friday to Tuesday morning. So I don't have time. When I'm taking off, it has to be beneficial to me when I'm taking off. And I'm only going to stay the weekend. And then that Sunday, I have to take an early enough flight back home because I don't go to work until 8 o'clock that night. I get home to go back to work. So when I get off that night, after I'm finishing battle rap, my ass is going back to my room to go to sleep. But you got these punk ass motherfuckers, bitches and niggas, that keep my name in their mouth for some reason. And I'm not talking about y'all. I've done nothing to y'all. I keep telling people, understand, it ain't just me out here. I got a motherfucker that's a whole ghost. That is my people's. And I won't really go all into that. And I don't make nothing up. But it's just a cautionary tale when I am going off, when I am saying certain things. And it's not that everybody don't have somebody. But at the same time, I know some real official people that at the end of the day, they know they watching. My people who are with me watch. They know I ain't talking about y'all. I just was told the other day about some shit about somebody, oh, I'm trying to block them from battling. Then you know how mad that shit made me? The worst thing you can ever do when it comes to me is lie on me, bro. Because my name is everything. My parents taught me integrity. If you don't have integrity, you don't have nothing. As I said, for those who are just coming in, that's something my parents taught me, and I live by that. Your name is everything. If you have tarnished your name, you ain't got nothing. Think about that though. In real life, you ain't got shit. People judge you by who you are, your character. That's what I live by, bro. That is what I live by. Shy, I can't call you. You see I'm on live, bruh. What it do, Element? We just doing it. Well, it's card confessions, but at the same time, if for those who are coming in, if you did not see my post on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, I did say that I am leaving battle rap for reasons that I didn't want to get into. I'm not going to say that changed. I'm going to say that right now I'm in a place where I'm deciding. I am still going to work with RBE, but there's a lot of things that I'm going to fall back from. And it's not that anybody has chased me away from doing anything. It's just the fact that mentally, I have to think about certain things because I can't control what other people do, whether it be on my side or whether it be outside of the things that I'm doing. I can't control how these punk ass motherfuckers act. I can't control how these punk ass bitches act. And yes, I am going to be very disrespectful because I've been disrespected. And that's why. Because when I have to get on a live because I'm so mad, or I have to make an emotional post because I'm so mad and irritated because I know that I genuinely mean no harm to anyone at all, and I'm just here to do the shit that I do and go home, why I have to keep being attacked on different shit, I ain't really with all that. And I already have a really bad temper. I don't have no understanding about different things. I don't do a whole lot of back and forth and talking. I don't believe in that shit. But like I said, when these things start to collide and my people start to react off of things, and I have to think, I can't just think about myself, I have to think about other people's lives and how they, the people who love me, how they react to when these disrespectful fucking peasants decide to come at me and lie on me, and how I react to it. It's all based off of how I react to things. And it's not that I can control myself because I've been doing it for a long time. But what I don't like is fake motherfuckers. That shit, I hate it. Especially when I'm around these people, they don't say shit. Or when we're on phone calls and people are checking you about shit, and it's, oh, tell her I'm sorry, or oh, I'm so sorry, I didn't know, and then you turn around and you still do this same shit. I got people everywhere. And like I said, mentally for me, I am dealing with things in my own life that at the end of the day, I'm not saying that nobody else is dealing with it, but y'all deal with things the way y'all deal with things. For me, I have 2 daughters that I have to raise, and that always comes up, which I hate for people to always throw that back at me. Oh, you have 2 daughters. The fuck, you think I don't know that shit? Of course I have 2 daughters. But my daughters ain't growing up to be no fucking punks neither. As I said earlier on, my father raised me a certain way. It wasn't totally girly. I was raised to be a protector. And anybody with morals and values understands what that means. It doesn't mean that I think I'm a man or that I can whoop a man's ass, or it doesn't mean any of that. Look up the word protector. If you grew up with morals and values and you don't try to hide that shit because you're too busy trying to be this fake persona in battle rap as a fan or battler or whatever the fuck you want to be, you understand what that means. I don't live outside of what I was raised to be. And I don't change for nobody. This is who I am. But I also have feelings, and I also live by a certain code. So when you lie on me because you bitches fucked your relationship up with me, or when you are punk ass niggas that decide that you want to get at another nigga so you feel like coming at Wing is the best thing to do, it's not. It's really not. Especially when you motherfuckers are non-factors to me. I am in a position that I respect and I earned in battle rap right now. I would never jeopardize that position. So for the punk ass whack bitch that just lied on me, that I just heard about and been running around telling fables, I am going to say this. You hoes eat a dick. Okay? You fucked your relationship up with me. That was your fault, not mine. Let me tell you something on the flip side of that, on some real shit. There was an anointing put on my life when I came into this bitch. And I'm not saying that that ain't the way it is for other people. But understand, there are things that people have done to me that I can, karma has damn near took motherfuckers up out of here. So stop playing. I try to have people say themselves, leave me the fuck alone. If you cannot come into my life and do right by me, don't fuck with me at all. But don't put your mouth on me lying about shit that you know ain't real, because it's a lot of shit that I could be running around here saying about a lot of people, but I don't, because I'm not a gossipy person. I will talk to my people about different things, but they have to talk me off the ledge a lot of times. Y'all don't hear me. This is the first one of the maybe 2 or 3 times that y'all seen me talk like this. It's therapeutic. At this point, I needed to have this conversation because, like I said, yesterday I had to turn my phone off because all I could do was cry. Because I'm so tired of being badgered about shit, and I really cannot. I can do something about it, but it ain't the best thing to do. But this is how riled up. I just cannot. Fake shit just don't. I can't be around it. It irks my soul, and it frustrates me so badly, because for the lesson that I would love to teach a motherfucker, I can't. I can't. For I would love to unleash the fucking Kraken on these motherfuckers just to show, just to prove a point. Y'all stop playing with me, but I can't. A lot of shit could be solved if there's certain things that I could do, but I can't. Because I don't like a lot of lip service, and I don't like a lot of lies and fuck shit and fake shit that I be seeing. And these niggas really think that it's okay to lie on women. I'm a grown ass fucking woman. My youngest daughter watches everything that I do in battle rap. And you honestly think I'm okay with these punk ass motherfuckers lying on me? I'm not with it. And that does something to me, y'all. It just really, really does. Top of the line, John Steele, thank you. Fifth Element, what it do? Oswald, appreciate you sharing your story. That you know what? Listen, like I said, I didn't know that I wanted to do this, but I felt that it was necessary because, like I said, y'all, a lot of y'all are new to me. A lot of y'all are old friends, supporters of me for a long time. And whatever decision I decide, I really feel like I have to let y'all know. You know what I mean? Because y'all have really supported me. A lot of y'all have been, have sent me inbox messages just for encouragement. I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. Throughout the years, y'all have really helped me stay at doing this. You know what I mean? You really have helped me stay continuing to do this. This ain't about money for me. You know what I mean? This is about putting people, great people who work, who want to just rap, live their dreams. It's about helping them. Like, that's the blessing in it. You feel me? Like, seriously. I know sometimes that's too real for motherfuckers to hear, but I don't know how to be nothing else, y'all. I really and truly dead ass don't know how to be nothing else but who I was raised to be. It took a long time to get here. Like, seriously, I'll be joking with y'all when I be talking about, I don't be joking rather, but when we be playing and I talk about me being usher board president over the junior usher board. Yeah, I was. But that was a time in my life when we grew up in the church. You know what I mean? We weren't religious, we were spiritual. So we grew up in the church, and after my dad, like I said, losing my dad, being the last one of my mom and my brother to die, like, y'all mentally, do you know where that puts a person? Like, I was reckless, y'all. Like, back then, I didn't even, man, ooh. If y'all listen to the show, we had a segment, Misguided Guide for the Guideless. My peoples pulled up on that show. We were all doing a show together, and that's somebody who's known me for years. And he knew me back then. He was around when before my dad passed away, and that motherfucker, like, he was telling a little bit too much information, but that was somebody who really knew what my life was then. I was a functioning alcoholic back then. Even, like, I would wake up drunk, I don't even know that it was drunk. I would wake up not giving a fuck about what life was. I mean, it's been times where back then I was ready to end it all. I would wake up and be driving. Like I said, I lived in San Diego. When I worked at the Better Business Bureau. And if you're from San Diego or you know anything about San Diego, the 15, I live right off the 15, off of El Cajon and Orange Avenue. Right between University and El Cajon, right there on 52nd. And going to the freeway, you can do the 5 or you can do 15. 15 took me right to my job, but it was like this little slope, this little incline. I'm kind of, if you know about it, you know what I'm talking about. This is a little incline right there. I used to always, I had a 5.0 and I had an 89 5.0. And I used to always think, I would drop my daughter off at school and I used to, you know, take the 15 and it's that incline right there. And I used to always think just taking that motherfucker and just going over that shit every single day. After my dad died, that's what I thought. My choice of drink was Bel Air. You remember the big bottle of Bel Air, that huge bottle of Bel Air? Yeah, that was my shit. The teenies, what was that? The apple martinis, the slushy, like, you know, I drank that every single day. I clubbed. We would be in Tijuana 3 weeks. Friday, Saturday, Sunday would be at the NC, or not the NCO club. That's Seattle or Fort Lewis. We used to be at the 32nd Street Club, Miramar, and there was a little lounge on North Island. I clubbed down there every day of the week, y'all. And that was my life. That was my life. Just to try to, that's the only way I knew to numb the pain. And one day I thought that I did something really, 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 really bad, which I'm not going to talk about on here. But that shit, it was a wake-up call, but it wasn't a wake-up call. It was a wake-up call in the sense of, nigga, get your life together. You have to figure out what you're gonna do. Because you can't do this. And then I looked at my daughter one day and was like, it was some other shit that happened with her. And I looked at her and I'm like, thinking to myself, do you not realize the pain that you feel right now? What the pain that she would feel, that she would go through with you not being here? And I had to really think about that. So I moved to the South. I just cut somebody off that was on some bullshit. As much as I want to be petty, I'm old enough to understand that it's not worth it. I understand it. And just to keep pushing, keep up the good work, Queen. Thank you. Listen, that's funny you say that too. Because I just had to cut off somebody that I thought was a best friend of years that did some shit recently that I haven't even spoken about since it happened. It was something similar that we went through when we were 18, 19 years old, but I just really didn't think that now, years later, we would still be on the same bullshit. So yeah, I had to cut her off too. So it's kind of crazy. But again, I've always said, and I continuously say, I've never had a lot of female friends. For one reason or another. I've never had a lot of female friends because for some reason, my mother told me when I was younger, my mother said, you got to understand, baby, it doesn't matter if you the prettiest, if you the lightest, you the darkest, because you know that whole dark skin, light skin shit. How much money you have, if you have a whole bunch of money, baby, there's a light that shines in you that people are always going to be wanting to be around that light. It's like she said, it's like a moth to a flame. She said, you got to be careful because everybody ain't there for that light. Some people are there to dim that light. She said, some people are there to kill that light. They don't want it to shine. And it was never like, I never walked around like I was this it person. I've never been that person. I've never been the person that had to be at the cool kids table even. And it's kind of like that in battle rap. I don't give a fuck about the cool kids table. I make my own table. I make my own lane. And that's what I've done in battle rap. I've never needed a cosign for anything that I've ever done in life. Everything, I've made my own path. I've always made my own path. And I do realize that people don't like that. People really don't like, but to see, they don't know how to congratulate you for your hard work. Ain't that crazy? That's some shit that I will never understand in life. If you love somebody, if you fuck with them like that, how are you not happy for their accomplishments? What kind of person are you really? Go look at the man in the mirror for real. That you're that jealous of other people that you don't know how to congratulate them. Like, motherfuckers really don't understand. If y'all fuck with each other for real, that person's blessing is your blessing too. If you fuck with somebody, let me tell y'all something. When my parents were about making sure that their kids were okay. You feel me? That's what they did. Generational wealth is what my parents were about. So when after my father died, the money I sat on, man, listen, again, I ain't never been fucked up about no money because I've always had. And that's not me bragging about anything, but I've always had. So I know how to deal in every situation. I don't get all riled up behind silly shit that some motherfuckers do. That's been a blessing for me. But I say all that to say, I believe that's why I'm not rich today, because I would be broke. I would dead ass be broke, because again, I'm my mother's child. My mother put the weight of the world on her shoulders, and I'm that same person. I will give you my motherfucking last, and if I don't have it, I'll go get it so that you can have. And I've done that. I've always done that. And what to do, miss me with that? Yeah, miss me with that for real. Vengeance is not my, ooh, child, listen. That shit just, you gave me chills. You gave me chills on that one. Damn, vengeance is not mine. Let me tell you, over the years, that's something that I had to practice and understand. Vengeance is not mine. Let me tell y'all a story about a chick that I was cool with, and she was cool with a friend, one of my really good friends. I don't have friends. Let me tell y'all that too. I don't really have friends. That's another thing we were raised with. My mom used to always say, we'll come home, oh, mom, my friend, my mother would be like, yo, what? Oh, my friend, yo, what? My friend, your associate? And you'll be like, my mother always said, you don't have friends. Friends come a dime a dozen. That person that's been there, has longevity with you, goes through, is thorough, been thorough in life. That's when you can call them a friend, but they ain't even a friend, by then they family. So all the people that I talk about, they're family. I represent them as friends because everybody don't know my life and how I look at things. So that's why I do that. But yeah. So as I was saying, my family friend, it was one of her homegirls. And she, you know, was in this relationship with this dude. He was a whole lame. He used to beat her up and whatever. And me and my whole mission for women, all this shit. I'm like, let me show her how, you know, I want her to be happy. I want her to smile, because she wasn't an ugly girl. She didn't dress that good, but you could tell she was depressed. She wasn't happy. And it was just like, I wasn't in the most happiest place, but I thought in my mind, I could do something for her to make her feel good about herself. So I get it honestly from both sides, both of the women's sides of my family. Shoes and clothes are the devil. And I've always had a whole bunch of shit that I just didn't even wear. Tags, shoes, with everything. So her and I were around the same size, you know, so I glammed her up. She let her come out with us. We did our little dinner dates, you know, girl thing or whatever. Then after that, we'll hit the club or whatnot. Again, I didn't really club outside in the city other than Tijuana. Everywhere else I went was military clubs. So anyway, take this girl with me. We've been kicking it with her. Even if my home girl couldn't go, I would go get the other girl. Her name is Lisa. Go get the other girl. and we kicking it. Her dude is mad because she got a new swag about her. You know what I mean? She got a new feel. She's looking at life differently. Ooh, she's looking at life differently and happy, which changed her attitude about how he was treating her. He didn't like that. So I don't know what happened. Well, I know what happened, but she kind of started to change a little bit. She stopped going out as much or whatever. So that was fine. She was just like, hey, but even if I don't go out, hey, Mimi can come stay with me. She had a daughter that was around her age, so around my daughter's age. So one day I let her keep my daughter, and I pulled back up. I was in TJ, pulled back up to come get my daughter. I had to go to work that morning, and I think I got there maybe about 5. I had to be to work at 8. I pull up, I call her, she don't answer the phone. I continue to call her. I couldn't get into the gate. Somebody came out her gate. I went in, went up the stairs. Her window is open and her blinds are open, and my baby girl is laying on the couch. She's nowhere to be found. I panic. I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm calling. I'm banging on the door. The neighbors are mad because I'm banging on the door and I'm making all this noise. This girl don't hear me. My drunk ass do an acrobatic act. I plunge into her. I don't remember how I did that shit. All I know is that there was like a railing, and her window was like, the railing was here, the window was here. My tall ass, I got on heels, by the way. That's when I could wear heels. My tall ass does a tightrope act onto the railing and dives through the window. This is how open her window is, okay? I dive through the window. I fall on her TV, and she had a cable box on top of the TV. She had a cable box on top of the TV. And so I dived, like I did a whole crash into the window. You would think she would have heard it though, right? No. I wake my baby up. I'm like, you okay? She's good. We getting ready to go. I go into the girl room. Why the fuck do the bitch got I prescribe that shit every day, or I authorize that shit every day. What is it? The lean shit. The bitch got the shit on her dresser next to her cup. The bitch is on lean. And she smokes weed too, but she's on lean. Now you know why she didn't hear the fucking phone? Or me crash and dive into her apartment? I'm mad as fuck. So long story short, I give my daughter, I leave her a note. Hey, Gossamia tried to call you several times, knocked on your door. My nigga, you got my daughter in the house and you're on drugs. Really? Your daughter and you are in your bed though, with your door closed, and my baby is on the couch with your fucking window open and your blinds open. Yeah, I had no understanding. But I leave her a little note. Oh no, you don't, little lightning bug. Yeah, I don't do bugs, y'all. Anyway, so I am pissed off about that. We both work at the same place. I go to work that day. She mean mugs me. I don't really give a fuck. I'm like, okay. I talked to Teresa, which is our mutual friend. I told Teresa what happened or whatever. Fast forwarding, the shit ended up getting kind of personal because the bitch was going around talking about I burglarized her house. Motherfuckers is like, burglarized? My nigga, what did she take? You know, again, lying on me. And by then I had switched jobs. I'm now working at this collection agency, but I work in their legal department. And she works on the floor. She's a collection agent. But I'm cool with the HR and all of this and everything. And they're coming to me like, such and such is got some implications that, you know, it's, you know, basically it's the wording was not hostile environment, but basically it's kind of, although they were outside issues, it could be criminal. And if it became criminal, I could lose my job. I'm like, are you fucking serious right now? And they're like, okay, we don't have anything to do about it, but if she wants to come to us about it, then I'm gonna have to talk. This is the head HR lady. She's like, I'm gonna have to bring you in and take your statement too. I couldn't believe the shit. So I end up having to make the statement. My boss and our legal, the guy over the legal department was like, Alita, go ahead and do it because you don't want this to come back on you. And I'm like, but I didn't take nothing. What does she mean I burglarized? Now, if she wanted to say vandalized, that's one thing. But we haven't even had a conversation since that time. And the reason I'm in her house is to pick my fucking daughter up. And so I explained to them all of that. The HR lady was like, okay, that was not the story that was told to me, but all right. And I'm like, what did she try to say? She tried to say I took something? Mind you, this bitch, I'm skipping around, or I'm fast forwarding. Remember I told y'all we was going out for a month now. This bitch got a wardrobe full of my clothes in her house, shoes and everything. Back then, Rockaware was big. Every Rockaware, Apple Bottom, Academics. Listen, I was on my shit. This bitch has shoes. I mean, she had a wardrobe of my stuff in her house. But talking about I burglarized her house. Okay? So that went on for a couple of weeks or whatever. During this time, I think around this time I was about to move or something. I think I was about to move down here. And how did the bug get in here? Do I have a window open? Anyway, so while all this shit is happening, I think I'm about to move by then. So I can't remember. I know all of us had stopped talking. Me, Tracy, and her stopped talking. And I'm about to move. And it was a few months later. She's on her way to LA. The girl, her name is Lisa again. She's on her way to LA from the story I was told. On her way to LA, this bitch gets into a 3 or 4 car pileup where she gets hit from the back and it crushes the front of her car. She had to be rushed to the hospital where I think she broke her collarbone. All I know is when she came back to work, she had all of this was in a cast, and I think something happened with her legs. Long story short, she tried to work, she couldn't work. She had to go on medical leave or disability or whatever the case may be. On the collection floor, that's how you make your money. You have a base salary and you have commission. She was getting 80% of her from disability of her base salary with no commission. They allowed her to keep her job. They could not fire her, but being that she could not make the money that she needed to make, she couldn't continue to survive. The bitch ended up losing everything, and she ended up having to move into a project apartment section. Well, it wasn't, I think it was Section 8, but it was in the projects or whatever. She didn't have no furniture. She didn't have nothing, right? I heard about this. Even though I'm mad at this broad, I'm livid at her because she lied. And y'all heard the story. I'm moving. My daughter, my oldest daughter, she didn't like sleeping in her room. She would always sleep in the living room. She would sleep in the living room, watch TV in the living room and everything. So I had a whole brand new bunk bed with the futon that had barely been slept in. Although this bitch did all that shit to me, I was willing to give her my king size bedroom set and my daughter's bedroom set, even though this fuck ass broad did all this shit to me. And of course, she kept all the clothes and the shoes. Didn't want them back anyway. But I say all that to say, I know that took a while to get to the story. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all know I'm long-winded. I say all that to say that at the end of the day, this is the person that I am then. Like I say, the person I am in real life is the person I am in battle rap. And when I come across people that I feel, my OG, shout out to Brooklyn Ange, told me one time, when you look at people, you look past the bad and you look into the good that you see in that person and you try to bring that out for other people to see. You know that person can be a hell on wheels, but you don't care. She said, I'm the type of person that if you see a wounded squirrel on the floor, you'll stop and pull over and try to nurse it back to life. She ain't lying. That's me. She ain't lying. But that has not been the best thing for me to do, especially not in battle rap, because these people, you get a seldom few that are good people. When you grow, hold on 1 minute. When you grow, sometimes you gotta cut out the loose ends, right? Who's not looking out for your best interests? You ain't lying. And that's something that that's my problem. When I invest myself into people, I forget about me sometimes. I always put other people first. Because everybody has a story. You know what I mean? And I guess because of the strength that I do have, I'm okay with that. Because I had to fight to really bring this person back from where I came from. And I just tried to instill that strength in other people because they have it. They just need somebody to show them. You know what I mean? That's the way I've always looked at things. Even as a kid, that's the way I've always looked at things. And it's hard. I don't know how to be nothing else. But it's a gift and a curse, because when I start to feel like you're playing in my face, and when I start to feel that neglect, yeah, I have no understanding, and I go from 0 to 1,000, which is not healthy. I appreciate you being so thank you to Miss A. It's time. It's definitely time to be that, because like I said, it's a lot of shit that's happening right now that was a wake-up call for me and for the people around me, and it's forcing me to actually have to make these decisions, which I should have made from the beginning, but it's time now. Because you know what, Danny, baby girl, I am sorry, because Danny is supposed to be having a show right fucking behind me. I am sorry. I did yeah, we're gonna wrap up in a minute, but let's see. A whole superhero jumping through windows, and boy, listen, let me tell you something. I got a story about my oldest daughter's father. We'll talk about that another day. You talking about superhero? I told y'all see the overlay for the show. You see the colors. I'm a whole Wonder Woman fan. But yeah, that's what I do. Yes, miss me with that empathy. That is my Achilles heel, and it's my worst enemy, because of the empathy that I show, and the wherewithal, and the care, and I can't even say admiration, but that I have for other people. They don't always have that for me. They really don't always. The priority that I give to other people, they don't always have that to me. That's men and women. That's not, and again, it's no different in my life than it is in battle rap, because again, it's all the same. People are all the same to me. But like I said, it's a lot of different shit. You know, I don't like to be shitted on because of other people's shortcomings, because you don't know how to be good people. That's not fair to me. It's really not fair to me when all I try to do is be a good friend of you, and I've shown you that. I've shown you that. My works are being shown. But because of the evil spirit in you, you don't know how to do that. And I'm trying to save you from that, because you gotta know, when you fuck me over or you do some dumb shit, you know that gotta come back, right? I mean, that's with anybody. But at the same time, though, the testimony for the shit that other people have gone through, it's scary, bro. It's so scary to see how other people fall from grace because of the shit that they do to me. I've had my karma myself, but I'm not going to say that the little things that I have done, wrong is wrong and right is right. You have everybody, you're there. You always have to pay a consequence for that wrong. But I've always been a person to think about, hey, treat people the way you want to be treated. And that's the way I try to live my life, by treating people the way I want to be treated. And I don't always get that in return. So like I said, you know, I had a conversation with a young lady today, in regard to some shit. And it's dangerous. You know what I mean? Where these niggas is dangerous in this culture because the way that they run their mouth and disrespect females, these bitches is dangerous too. Because they do shit the way they try to maneuver and play on people's emotions for others or brands or different things. That shit is dangerous. And these are grown-ass women with kids. Like, motherfuckers don't understand. Do you not understand this is where generational curses come from? The shit that you do fall on your children, fall on your life. Why do you play like that? Like I said, that's some real shit. And I don't think that people understand that. So, like I said, this is a blog that I just felt like I had to do. I just had to get some shit off my chest. Brick by brick this weekend, y'all. I just had to get some shit off my chest because I just felt like certain things were closing in on me, and real life, as people would say, was becoming real. Situations were becoming real and realer, I should say. And it was just like, I don't know any other way to deal with this, because where I have spoken out about certain things, I've been very quiet about a lot of shit. I've kept a lot of shit to myself because I don't want to be on the internet every single time complaining about something or going off on somebody and seeming so mean and agitated and crazy because of somebody who's saying something about me or lies that's being spewed. And you know what I mean? So I keep all that held in. But at the end of the day, I'm holding, as y'all have been, as I've told y'all, I've held a lot of shit. I'm holding shit in. I'm holding it together. I'm holding a lot of shit in right now, trying to work through it in just my life. I don't need the extra shit in battle rap. I don't need to be away from my daughters because I done did something to somebody, because I've held this shit in. It's easy to tell motherfuckers to leave you alone, but it seems like the transparent and forthcoming, people think that the troll part of them wants to keep egging the shit on, and they don't understand. They don't see the cautionary tale that says, back the fuck up, stupid. You know that dangers, you know the cartoons where you used to see the little danger coming, the signs and shit. People act like they don't see those cautionary tales. And I'm not gonna sit there and act again. Has nothing to do with being the biggest, the baddest, and whatever else. It has to do with the fact of when you are a genuine person and people try to paint pictures and narratives, and the disrespect continues to come when you're doing nothing but good things or trying to be good amongst for other people or toward other people. It's hard for me to deal with that. It's so hard for me to deal with that. And I deal with it every day. in this shit. I don't even deal with that shit in like, I don't deal with that shit on my job. I don't deal with my shit with people like on a day-to-day. I deal with this shit in battle rap. And I don't even talk to half of these people. Most of these people don't even, they still don't know who the fuck I am in terms of real life. They ain't broke bread with me. We ain't went out nowhere. Like, I don't know these people. But for some reason, somebody always has something to say. And the people that they're saying it to, it gets back right back to me. But then I have to sit here and wonder, why are you saying that? Whether it's the battle rapper that is mad at Caps for something that he done said in a blog, you want to come at me and motherfucker, you don't even know me. You will sit here and blatantly lie on my name. But I'm supposed to sit there and eat that shit and let you do what you do. Let you apologize behind the scenes to me and then turn around and see me in my face. Don't say nothing, act like everything is fine, but then come back on the internet and play and do the little bullshit. I'm supposed to allow things like that. That's what I'm supposed to do, right? I'm supposed to do that. And just let it go. Just let it roll off me. That's so hard to do. That is so hard to do. Because don't nobody, Uncle Rob was telling me a few months ago, he was like, when, you know, we were supposed to be working together, some things occurred. Uncle Rob is one of the busiest motherfuckers in this shit. But we were supposed to be doing some things, and we had to push that stuff back. But he was telling me that he wanted me to do some work with them. And he was like, but you, like, when you are one of the hardest working women in this shit, and it's hard, I didn't know if you had time. I'm like, of course I got time. Shit, I'll make time. And him and Heavy Bag, shout out to bro, they were both like, you know, Wayne, one of the reasons why we really wanted you to be a part of this was because, you know, they looked at several different women for this position. And it was me and one other person that I'm cool with that they wanted. And they was like, you know, some other things that they have been doing with different women in the culture. And it was just like, you know, the one thing, one of our rules are no fucking with the battle rappers. And that was one thing that they said. They was like, when you don't never hear you in no bullshit. Like, you never hear you in no bullshit with people. With these niggas with nothing. You know, I was like, nah, Uncle Rod, there's some things that was like, nah, Wayne, I'm talking about for real shit. You never hear your name in nothing. That meant a lot to me. Not that it's not true, but it meant a lot to me because it's like, that's what I pride myself on. And I don't do nothing extra to change, to do anything. Like, I had my fun in my 20s. Man, listen, I lived like the rock star in my fucking 20s. That's what I did. So in this, I come to do a job. I don't hang out with these motherfuckers for what? We don't have nothing in common. I don't smoke weed. I drink a little bit. And I really don't drink unless I'm around my family because I don't feel safe. I don't feel safe a lot of places. So a lot of shit I cut out because that's just who I am. These are vacations. When I go to battle rap events and basically get my hotel rooms and do that, that's my vacation. That's seriously my vacation because I don't do shit else. I cut a lot out in my life because I've done a lot. I don't need a whole bunch. I'm a simple motherfucker, to be honest. Very simple. But yeah, I don't need to be at a party or a club or anything else. The battle event is my fun. I leave right after. Because RBE, I'm telling y'all, when you go to an RBE event, they don't waste no motherfucking time. You ain't there all day. They like to club. So they're trying to get done with the event in time enough to go shit, shower, and shave and hit the club. That's what they do. Mosquitoes eating me up now. So I say all that to say, they want the rest of their day or night to chill. I appreciate that. Because once I'm done with working at the event, I take my ass back to my room and I'm channel surfing or I'm watching whatever I'm watching on my computer, talking to my kids or my peoples or whatever. But I'm content And of course, eating all of the wonderful cuisine no matter where I'm at. That's how simple of a motherfucker I really am. And I own it. I love it. I'm okay with that. I truly am. It ain't a lot to me. So when I hear people saying different things, you know, it's just hard. It's so hard because y'all don't even know me, but you keep my name in your mouth. People that I've tried to help, you choose to get mad because you fucked up a friendship with me. That ain't my fault. You got to go look at that man or woman in the mirror and deal with that. You can't come at me and start lying on me. Because I'm telling you, where I keep my life so simple and I try to stay out of shit because I know that I ain't right. I know that. And the thing about it is, for the motherfuckers that do talk that shit about me, these are bitches that I stay on the phone with and have helped them through shit in their lives all the time. And I share my stories like I'm sharing with y'all right now. These hoes can call me at 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the motherfucking morning to vent off some shit that they dealing with. And all I'm doing is speaking life into these hoes that don't even deserve it. To turn around and be ostracized and lied on. I'm sharing my life with you to let you know. To share with you what my struggles have been. And you play with me in my face. That's really hard to deal with. So this is why when I made that post, all of those things I had to think about. I had to think about all of those things. Because there's so much that I still have not addressed. And I choose not to address. But it's just, you know, and again, I ain't no motherfucking victim. I'll never say that. But I just feel like sometimes you should not poke. What is the saying? You should not poke a dead horse or whatever. But you just shouldn't continue to pick with people as if you're hurting them or phasing them or you're getting at them. Because the repercussions of that, they don't end well. I can honestly say that I keep a squad around me that keep me covered. I ain't never got to do nothing. And I promise y'all, this is not me trying to paint a picture of me being a badass or anything like that. I'm just letting you know, because of the good that I am to so many people, the love that is reciprocated by those people. And they know, like I said, I ain't an angel, but they know how good of a person that I am, that they not supposed to be out here letting other motherfuckers wrong me. They're just not. That's just the way it goes. And I have to understand that these people ride for me so much so that, yeah, they are willing to take a charge. Because they're not supposed to allow the bullshit that goes on. And I can't allow them to do that, though. Some people I just can't stop from doing that. Shout out to my brother Show Off. We was talking about some things or whatever. And it was just like, you know, I can't control what somebody may do on my behalf because somebody is being disrespectful to me and they feel like me ignoring it ain't the best thing. But it should never have to come to that in battle rap of all places. This is battle rap. Why does it have to come to that? But unfortunately, people like to play these personas and they do this so much. It's just like, why not just rap? Why not just do what you get paid for and leave all the other shit alone? Because the fact of the matter is that some of the people that I know got more clout in the cities, got more respect in the cities that some of these niggas is from, more than they do. So I just, you know, it's just, like I said, I just have to, when I made the post, it was based off a lot of things. And that was one of the biggest that was the fact that I have to look out for my people, and I have to look out for the people who love me. And I don't want to see nobody be hurt behind the bullshit of others. You know what I mean? I had to think about that. I have to think about my daughters, because I can't allow people to play like my life ain't real. And all these things mean that much to me. My name means that much to me, that I will go to that extent. And when I'm being told that battle rap is changing me, when it's not changing me, it's just it's bringing me back to a very bad place that I don't want to be. Because it ain't that I'm trying to prove a point. It's just that the fact that I have zero tolerance for disrespect on my name. But is it fair for me to have to go that far? Is it fair for anybody that fucks with me to have to go that far to prove a point to these niggas and these trifling ass bitches that are mad for what reason? That's the part that I would like for somebody to really answer for me. Why are you really mad that you actually got to shit on me? Because obviously God is giving me the blessings that I have today because of the way I am with people and the work that I put in. But nobody has anything bad to say about me for real. And if they did, I'd love for them to pull up and tell me to my face. I don't run from no smoke. And at the person that I am, if I ever wrong somebody, I really try to make that shit right. Because we all make mistakes, and sometimes we inadvertently do shit to hurt people and don't realize it. I know when I was managing the girls that I was managing, I call myself trying to, they were a team of all troubled women. They weren't fucking girls, grown ass women, that understood the person that I was. And so this is why they kind of even came on board. I didn't go looking for these girls. These girls came to me. And some people know what happened there. Some people don't. But the situation that pretty much happened, it fell apart. I ended up not managing them anymore. But one in particular, that was little sis. She felt that I didn't do things by her standards in terms of how she felt a friend was supposed to handle things. But like I told her, I handle things according to my life. And I can't say that that's always right. But with my blood family, there's things that, friends, girlfriends who call themselves girlfriends, women, well, niggas do it too. People have a tendency amongst their friendships or kinships to talk about one another when they're mad, and you speak out of emotion. So you say certain shit, and then when you say that shit, you wish you could take it back. And then when you go to take it back, sometimes it's too late because the other messy motherfucker done ran and told that person. I don't do that. Because I know that you're speaking out of emotion. And if you have any love for that person, you're going to take that shit back when you realize that what you're upset about was a misunderstanding. Because it happens all the time. But what you will have to do is tell this person that you said this, because you're not going to put me in the middle. You understand? And that's the way I live life. I don't go back, oh, such and such said this. Oh, for real? Let me go call such and such. So such and such can tell me their story, and then I can go back to this person so that they can tell me that story. Oh, no. Contraire, move fair. Let's all have a powwow. Let's get the hotline going and the party line going, so we can all have this conversation, whether we in front and center or on the phone. We can all have this conversation so everybody can be looking each other eye to eye and say what was said. I don't play that individual talking shit, because that's how niggas lie. That's how they keep the lie going. I don't play that. Anytime something like that happens, everybody got to be front and center so that we can have this conversation, because we're grown. We've all done it. We've all spoken out of emotion, whether it be family or friend, that you said something out of emotion or was driven to because of an action of somebody that you take back. But be a woman or man to stand on that shit and understand that that's what it was. It doesn't make you less of a person. It just depends on how often you do it. But we all make mistakes and we all do things out of emotion. And that's what happened with that situation. It became out of my control. But as I kept saying, yeah, no, I ain't, because I'm the manager. I'm in the middle of their shit. I'm the manager. I'm the big sis. I'm all these different things, but I'm always in the middle of it. And while I'm in the middle of it, I get the rap for a lot of the shit, which I don't care because, again, half of these hoes is messy in this culture any goddamn way. We see this shit. I don't really care. So, but it cared to me when it mattered to me when it came down to those girls, because I invested a lot of time in them. And I feel like the things that they go through, a lot of times when you don't love yourself, you don't know how to be friends. You don't know how to be family. You don't know how to love anyone else. And that's the part that I saw in them that I was trying to fix. I don't care about being looked at a certain way amongst other people, because them girls know what I was to them. But what I do care about is that you are such a selfish person that you know you fucked up, so you go back and you start talking shit and lying. Yeah, I can't deal with that. So like I said, I just felt it was time for me to really fall back, because I keep being brought to this place. And I can't sacrifice my life and my kids and my loved ones. And I can't sacrifice that for these people. And I can't allow the people in my circle to sacrifice their lives and livelihoods for me because of these people. They don't, nah. So that's why I said that shit just got really real for me. It became a real thing for me. That I always said that it could happen, but it was right there for a moment. It was right there when one of my team members, after the situation with Stacks Almighty, after the voting commenced, didn't like something that he said and approached him about it. And at that very moment, that shit could have went any way. Shout out to Stacks for being a grown fucking man and stood on his morals. And he said, I said the shit publicly. I'm going to apologize publicly. Nah, Wing is my people. And that, you know what I mean? That meant so much to me, because all of these phone call apologies and niggas fake apologizing to turn around and do the dumb shit that they still do. That man was like, nah, I'm a grown-ass man, and I was upset about the judging, but I would never threaten a woman, but especially somebody that I know, that has known me, that has been my people since I started battle rapping. He didn't give a fuck. It didn't change his stripes. It didn't change. I know listen, I know how that nigga roll. So, you know, it don't take nothing from him, but that's what grown people do. You understand? I was wrong. Let me right my fucking wrongs. And that's what he did. You don't have too many people like that in this culture. But I don't know. Like I said, I'm not the only person that this shit happens to. That person that don't know how. I do know how to keep quiet, but it's hard. And when my people around me see how hard I fight to keep this shit suppressed and press on in this shit, they don't like it. They don't like it. But I don't feel like it's fair for them to have to fight my battles, number one, because I can fight my own. But I choose to turn the other cheek because a lot of shit ain't worth it. They ain't that willing. So who am I to sacrifice somebody else for these dumb, stupid motherfuckers that want to play on these personas in battle rap? Rocky Spears. You late, honey, but we about to go. I just had to put some things out there. I appreciate y'all rocking with me this whole time. We've been on 3 hours. For those who don't know, I just kind of course, Brick by Brick this weekend, RBE. We are in Houston, $20 tickets on to 300 VIP with a bottle. It is a 2-day event. Houston Barcode will be on Friday. We will be on Saturday. I appreciate them for having us out. And if you are in the Texas area, pull up. We talked about that. We talked about goddamn Dipset and the Locks. And Danny will be on in a minute to do the same. And then we just had to have a whole session about a post that I made yesterday about me leaving battle rap. Again, I appreciate everybody's sentiments. Like I said, everything is still up in the air. The one thing that is not up in the air is the fact that I will still be working with RBE. I'm not giving that up. I just really had to assess some shit because, like I said, when decisions are being made and, you know, people feel like I'm changing, the person that I am is changing, you have to reevaluate life. And that's because it shouldn't be that way. Battle rap has been my salvation, and I have to remember why I got into this. I can't allow people to take me out of my character because of the shit that they do. But I also cannot, like I said, I can't allow for the people who are closest to me that they feel that they don't feel comfortable, or they have to get involved with such bullshit, you know? So that's why. So that's where we are, Rocky. Again, salute to everybody. Danny will be on in a minute. I really appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all for rocking out with me for this 3 hours. And yeah, so we gonna do these little car confessions and car Q&As more often, because guess what? They are actually very therapeutic. I feel like a weight has been lifted. I really do. I'm more of a private person, but I do feel like I need to sometimes get some certain things off my chest, and this is what I have a platform for. It doesn't always have to be battle rap. Some things do have to be spoken out. Well, Rocky, you're gonna have to go back and watch the last hour of the conversation, and it'll explain to you. But it's just the bullshit. It's really a lot of bullshit that had been coming my way for a long time now, and this last situation kind of opened my eyes to some things, and my sanity and my relationships. I would much rather choose those over this, you know? So that's why. Yeah, that means way more to me than to have to continue to be ostracized by motherfuckers that don't give a fuck about you. You know what I mean? Life ain't about this at all. I want to be happy, and I want to be happy with the people that I'm happy with. You know what I mean? I want to be able to grow old with a motherfucker, but I don't want to have people look at this as a reflection of who I am, because it's not. Salute, what is it? I can't even see y'all. It's my eyes. I have astigmatism, so this light is really killing me. Pyru, what it do? Panero 5 Pyru. Yeah, okay, I'm sorry. My eyes, and I don't have my eye drops either. But yeah, we are going to do these car Q&As probably once a month. I'm going to fuck with y'all. You know, I'll be in Houston on Friday morning. So I'm going to pull up. We're going to have another conversation on Saturday. I know it's U of M. I said U of M. Lord, I'm UM for second round. So we'll probably talk about that Friday morning. And I'll probably come kick it with y'all or whatever. So you already know, hit that notification button so you know when I'll be on doing these more often. Like I said, they are called, we're going to call them, what y'all think? Car Q&A, Car Chronicle Q&A. Give me a name. So this is what we'll be doing. Like I said, I'm going to start these because I like to have these conversations, but y'all know I have a little one. And there's a lot of things that I don't talk about in front of her. So this, you know, this, like I said, I need to start having these therapeutic conversations with y'all. And that's what we're going to do. What you say, when the next time you going live? Like I said, this is the first one we did. Y'all hung in with me for 3 hours. It was successful. I got a lot of conversation from y'all. Danny is supposed to be coming on in a minute too, so I'm trying to hurry up, but I will probably do one. Shoot, I might do one tomorrow night. We'll see what we'll talk about. If not, it'll be Friday. I'll be in Houston. I'll be flying to Houston in the morning, but when I get settled in the hotel, we gonna link up. Or if I like I said, I like to eat, so we're gonna be going somewhere to eat. I'm gonna bring y'all with me, and we'll do that then. But hit the notification button so you'll know. Great Empower couldn't text my daughter's sick, so laying with her, listening to your story. Oh my God, you're gonna make me cry. Prayers up for her. I hope just, you know, summer cold and everything, but we're gonna pray that she feels better. But yes, that's okay. You were here with me. Listen, y'all my therapy. I'm just happy. This is when we're in that's my biggest thing. All of us in battle rap that have platforms, that have supporters, this is what you're supposed to use your platform for. Empowering other people, breathing life into other people. You know what I mean? I don't know how to be any other way. And then that's what I come from. You know what I mean? I live real life. I talk about things. I don't know how to be. I don't know why people want to be fake personas for social media when you have so many other people trying just to get by. We've been in COVID for 2 years. So many people have different stories, anxiety that they're going through because of the lack of interaction. People don't really understand how that feels when you have to be stuck in a house for a whole year and no interaction with outside, and you scared to death that something may happen. We ain't gonna go there. I'm gonna get off my soapbox because my girl got to come on in a minute. I appreciate you and everybody else. We'll see what happens, and I'll come back. I may come back in the morning, may come back in the afternoon, but we'll see what happens. Again, salute this weekend, brick by brick. All right, y'all.